2024 was an interesting year for me. Originally I'd made it a goal just to find out who the toughest SNK boss is, but we kind of fell upwards from there. I ended up getting my fucking face stomped in by a numerous amount of different fighting game bosses, to the point that we got to a total of 333. Now, old heads on this channel will have probably watched the original videos, but I beg that you stay around. Don't worry, there's a little more to this. So originally I wanted to call this Super Boss Syndrome Turbo, because we've added some stuff. Now, fighting games I think are the most difficult genre of video games out there. A lot of the bosses are designed to try and take money off you. They are robbery machines, but like in a good way, because they're very entertaining while they'll do it. Street Fighter, King of Fighters, Tekken, Mortal Kombat, Dead or Alive, Guilty Gear, Melty Blood, Arcana Hearts, everything was included in the original rankings that I could think of. But then I thought of more. So while we totaled up to 333 bosses in the original, we've now totaled up to 383 because I added 50 more. That's why this took so long to come out. There was more reasons, but we'll get to that in the outro, don't worry about it. In the first videos, the first three, that being SNK, Capcom and Arxis, there was an audio error that was plaguing all three entries. My voice was coming out of one ear, music the other. Thing is, I'm deaf in one ear. I can't hear shit out of my left. So when I edit, I use my speakers rather than a pair of headphones like everybody else does. Didn't realize this was fucking happening. I only found out when people started commenting and I was like, ah, crap. So I've gone ahead and I've re-recorded the original three lists. I say, as I'm talking to you, you'll notice that there is a list of games scrolling by on screen. These were all the ones that were disqualified because either they didn't have a boss, or there was some reason that I couldn't get to the boss, or the reason I couldn't get hold of them, or it was Pit Fighter and I just said no. I've allowed myself one skip throughout this whole thing, and it was goddamn Pit Fighter, because god, that game sucks. I've separated the list up into a few different tiers. So, Jabroni Squad are bosses who I beat on the first try. Scrub tier only took about 4 tries. Easy was up to 10. Our shit covers between 11 and 29 losses. Bastard covers 30 to 50 losses, and Beast tier is everything above. Beast tier is the fucking hellscape. Now, I've included the list of every game played in the description, so if you think I missed anything, just open that up, Control F that shit. Most likely it'll turn up, and it's in the video somewhere. If I've missed anything, let me know. And if you want to hear me lose my shit, do just head up to Bastard tier, because from there, it's just a fucking stomping. Right. With all that said, shall we get on with it then?
There are warriors all across time and space. Their names etched into legend, carved into monuments. They are held with such pride and respect. Civilizations are built around their pure might and martial skill. These warriors are further up the list. The guys here are kind of shit. Welcome to the Jabroni tier.
Aboro from Samurai Shodown Warrior's Rage. This little bitch went down in 20 seconds flat. It has been a year since I started doing this, and he still remains dead bottom, dead last. You're worthless, kid. You're worthless. Get out of here. Fuck out of here, old man. I came here to commit some elderly abuse. Instead, I gotta fight 2 fucking floating swords? No. Get over here, old man. I wanna slap you the fuck up. His power-up cutscene was longer than this fight. Me going for a piss is longer than this fight. My relationships with most women are longer than this fight. Get out of here, son. Get out of here. After I beat him, I took selfies with his corpse too. Tengu from Dead or Alive 2. My god, this guy had this big-ass, cool-ass fucking intro, and then I fucked him up in 32 seconds. I feel like he could have been more of a threat if I wasn't such a spammy cunt, but nonetheless, to Jabroni Club with you. Dust of Osiris, Melty Blood, actress again. Well, that was quick. 34 seconds, Jesus. She is a big-ass boss, taking up a good portion of the screen. She's also got to win 2 rounds while you only have to win 1? Weird. Feels like the game was doing me a big favor there, but at the same time, no. I think I could have taken her in 2. I would have been cool with it too. Unknown from Tekken Tag Tournament. Unknown is cool, but lolly shit, not mum. She is pretty unique for a copy boss in that she switches fight style every few seconds, but this did not stop me from just spin kicking her to death. Totem Pole from Fuka Tyson. Am I allowed to destroy totem poles? Like, I'm not gonna get like a Native American curse from this, am I? I've seen Blair Witch, that's historically accurate. And I also know totem pole isn't its name, but it basically just stood there and ate everything I threw at it. It doesn't get to have a name. Good luck from Chaos Code New Sign of Catastrophe. Oh man, this anemic guy wasn't shit. He can bring up corpse shields and shit, but all you gotta do is rush him down. He just everything, like stunned that you even thought of charging at him. Shadow Labrys from Persona 4 Arena. Oh man, this is just an arcade ladder fight. Really easy, like really easy. Beelzebub from Granblue Fantasy vs Rising. I wonder how this guy fights. Hell if I know, I just charged in and smashed. Smashed so much that he barely got a move in. I think he might be a ranged guy? Oh well. I'll go from Soul Calibur 4. The Chad Mitsuguri versus the Virgin Algol. Fucked him up in seconds. Who even was this guy? Drew Ogre from Tekken 3. Always knew Ogre was a loser. He tried his best, but sometimes... spin kick. Even after he becomes True Ogre and gains the power of a bigger hitbox... spin kick. Devil Kazuya from Tekken 8. Nice try, Kaz, but I still recognize you even if you cover yourself in purple paint. Not much of this one outside of just dodge those beams, which I didn't do, to be fair. But as long as you know a few basic combos, you'll be more than fine. Heihachi and a Thong from Tekken 4. Ah, nappy Heihachi. Luckily, I'm only interested in old man cheeks on the weekends, and it's a motherfucking Tuesday. Sparked him out quicker than a talented domestic abuser. Fuck out of here, old man. Jivatma from King of Fighters Maximum Impact 2. Jesus Christ, what are you wearing? What are those? That's an old meme. Maximum Impact was a weird game. Okay? This is an alien with some fugly footwear. He's easy enough to deal with because he's only really effective in mid-range. Up close, you can just keep kicking him in the face. From a distance, you can just keep chucking projectiles at him. There's really not much to say about him, so have some English Terry voice acting.
What do you think of my fists? They're the reason I'm a legend.
He also does have this laser beam attack, but this is a 3D fighter, so just step out the way. Zero from King of Fighters 2002 Unlimited Match. I was debating whether to include these guys at all, but fuck it, you can end an arcade run with them. He's so fucking slow. I teabagged his soul out of fucking existence. The only big nest guy not to get a proper boss fight, and he ends up with this? Whew. Poor guy got hit so bad his clone was better than him. Vermilion from Battle Arena Naito Shinden. This game is fucking weird. It's like a worse version of Virtual Fighter Kids. The camera is really fucking and I don't get the hitboxes. So I just found the dumbest fucking way of doing it and lo and behold it worked. Lena from Blade Strangers. I'm gonna call you not 13. And I'm never gonna think about you again. Back to the depths of my Steam library with you. Android 21 from Dragon Ball Fighter Z. Jesus. I had to go through the entire story mode for this. That literally took hours. That took hours, and this might be the single dullest fighting game story mode I've ever encountered. I had to do it in sections because the monotony was making it genuinely demotivating to finish this. And what do I receive as this conclusion of my great journey? What fight have we built to this whole fucking game? It's a mirror match that I plow through in less time than it takes to seduce your mother. Get the fuck out of here, Pinky. And shit, is that racist? Angel Jin from Tekken 8. We've escalated from crimes against humanity to crimes aimed at deities. Do I feel bad about it? Not really. Honestly, it's kind of nice to fight an angel rather than a devil for once. I haven't done that since Tekken 2. Knight of Wallachia from Melty Blood. I cheesed it. Just crouch and medium attack. Shiki's is great because it can be immediately followed up with a second attack. They'll block the first, but they usually won't block the second. I kind of just beat the whole game like this. Naru Amo from Battle Arena Toshinden 3. No, I don't feel bad about smacking up a defenseless child. Sho Shinjo from Battle Arena Toshinden Ura. I can't figure out how to fight him in 2, so I had to switch to another platform, and I'm happy I did, because welcome to Jabroni Club Show, you fuck. He went full Unga Bunga, and it didn't work. If you want to know why I'm so happy, just wait. Just fucking wait, we'll get there. Gilgamesh from Fate Sword Dance. Oh, not a great one there, Gilgy. The forever laughing Sigma male puts on an unfortunately poor showing. AI seems to act like the Zoner is a rushdown character when he just doesn't have the toolkit to back that shit up. Another day, another win for Saber. Dark Sakura and Saber Alter from Cruce's Fatal Fake. Not who I was expecting to be the final boss of a Fate Fire, but I guess this makes for a nice change. This is kind of a tag fighter. You pick a master and a servant, and the goal is to beat the servant. You can occasionally tag in and out so your servant can regain some of their health, but sometimes it doesn't work out. Like, it didn't work out for our third wheel here, who was sent spinning back into her shit-fuck brother's hands. Unlimited blade works for life, little bitch. Akuma from Tekken 7. Always nice getting to throw Akuma in Jabroni Club. Hilarious is his little tantrum after you beat him. Suck on that, you fucking ginger. Omega from Dead or Alive 3. I love Team Ninja's habit of trying to blow up people's Xboxes. They did that shit in Ninja Gaiden 2 as well. In this case, they changed their perspective and overload the arena with so much fire that it causes the console itself to lag. The fight itself is pretty simple. He chucks beams at you, you dodge and charge over to him. You fuck him up. I am enjoying how easy the Dead or Alive bosses are, but I live in fear knowing what's awaiting me. Murakumo from Akatsuki Blitzkampf. The way he runs is fucking killing me. I really didn't get to see much of his moveset because, I'm not gonna lie, I was still thinking about the tank. I love the tank. Kagutsuchi from Persona 4 Arena Ultimax. Bad touch, bad touch! This weird monster sticks his head out of a portal, so I can just throw a bunch of electric attacks at it. All attacks seem to blast you across the screen. Doesn't really do much damage, but it's a pain in the ass to get back. The Deadly Alliance from Mortal Kombat 1. Mortal Kombat 1 is a game. This is my greatest compliment towards it. However, it's always nice to see my boy Shang at the top of the arcade tower. The not-so-deadly Alliance didn't offer much of a challenge, as I have ascended and become god of two totally separate things, however the hell that works. As per usual with Liu Kang, I spammed the crap out of basic moves until they gave up and went home. Tiaria Frey from Queen of Hearts 99. Easy shit. She had a sword, I had an awesome sweeping move. Sweep takes it every time. True Devil Kazuya from Tekken 8. I love and hate secret bosses. It's a pain to get to them, but Jesus, the Fallen to Earth stage is so fucking great. Big boy, Kaz tried his best, but I am now Abraham Lincoln and cannot be defeated in my presidential power state. Marie from Skullgirls. Excellent. It's been a while since I've committed GBH on a child. Marie has 3 phases. Her first phase is her chill phase, where her and her spooky friends throw the occasional projectile and then make us the projectile. Second phase is much more the same, except she's lower to the floor, and her schoolboys have fucked off. And we have our final phase where, what the fuck is that? Aoko Okazaki from Melty Blood React. I can't hate her. She wears my exact fit. And she's also a zoner who's kind of crap at it. You just rush her down, and you'll win. I saw a brief glimpse of something cool when this absurd projectile popped out, but it was immediately snuffed. Like, this was nothing. Like my hopes and dreams of becoming the greatest dead or alive beach volleyball player, it's amounted to absolutely fucking nothing. Otama Raga from King of Fighters 15. The god of everything and anything. Or some shit like that. To me, she's just the least fuckable avatar chick. Anyway, she's got these big fucking crystal slams, but holy hell is she passive. There is not an ounce of aggression in her. She's like the best friend that's got a crush on the girl, just nothing to put forward, just no progress made, nothing's gonna work for this fucking guy, nothing's gonna work for her. You just get in, you chip her away, or you can just go ham. Both work really well. Only thing I gotta give a heads up about is you need to block immediately as round 2 starts. She always throws out this big fucking attack. Roll, get in, and fuck her face if you're Iori. They actually patched her to make her more difficult, but I did this post-patch and she's still really fucking easy, so sorry, SNK. Billstein from Star Gladiator. Knockoff samurai ass Darth Vader got beat by basic hop in and attack. Pathetic. Pathetic. Noboru Takizawa from Neto Jaku Niku Gakuken 2. This game, I hit the final boss, which turned out to be me, with a 19-hit combo consisting entirely of light attacks. I then hit him with a train. Yeah. Vermilion from Battle Arena Toshinden 4. Vermilion still looks really cool, but this game really doesn't have anything for him to do. I don't think he managed to get a single shot off this whole round. It was over before he could say anything edgy. Infinity from Phantom Breaker Omnia. Dude, this arcade mode is so fucking long. Like, stupid long. And then I fought this twink and stuffed his head right up his fucking ass. Where's my fucking time refund, game? Where is my fucking refund? Paradox from Under Night In-Birth. Did you know that Paradox's voice actor apparently does a fair bit of hentai? Makes sense because in this fight she got fucked. Paradox is 80% ranged attack, so getting up in her face to destroy her, generally the best strategy. This will be a reoccurring theme with some of these bosses. Another Blood from Nitro Royale. Inferno from Soul Calibur. Not much to say about this one. I bull rushed him and fucked him up. He had this ridiculous attack where he rose in the air and I think he was about to dive bomb me, but I just jumped and hit him in the air. S-Kill from Dive Kick. Perhaps the most complex on the list. The insane variation and complexity of S-Kill's moveset was almost overwhelming, but I managed, narrowly so, to scrape by with a victory. Abel from Battle Arena Toshinden 3. Call me Cain because I just beat this asshole to fucking death. This bastard had the gall to hit me with an 18 super hit combo, and then lose. Fuck out of here. Ikumi Tachikawa from Party's Breaker Queen of Hearts 2001. The tennis racket is God. God bless the tennis racket slide. Miss X from SNK Gal Fighters. Miss X. Weird we'd never seen her again. Probably because I kicked her ass so bad she's afraid to show her face. Ha! Hey, why does she look kind of familiar? Gato from Bloody Roar 2. His appearance left me slack-jawed, but it looks like this tiger's been declawed. Didn't really get to see much of his moveset, but he fought like everyone else in the arcade ladder, so I can just declare him a pussy and move on. Ragnagard from Arcana Hearts 3. Right, another giant boss. This one has all these gems. You take out the gems, you killed the boss. He has drones. They go down in a couple of hits. He has a big laser attack. Use your homing attack to get high enough in the air and dodge it. Not even a challenge. They actually ended up replacing him in the update of this game. Karnov from Fighter's History. Oh hey Karnov, you wanted to try again? Fuck out of here, fat boy. This is Karnov's second attempt on this list, and he's somehow managed to do even worse this time. Yeesh. Devil Daigo from Big Bang Beat. They say the greatest trick the devil ever pulled was convincing the world he never existed. The greatest trick Devil Daigo ever pulled was convincing me that he could be a challenge. He's got a big ass beam, but that's literally all he's got going for him. I burnt knuckled him back to the gates of heaven to let the Lord Almighty kick his ass back down to whence he came. Kamui from Big Bang Beat Revolve. Hey kid, you got spunk. Constant refill and super bar? Very nice. I can see potential in you. I can take you to the big leagues, kid. Me and you, we can go far. We can make some dough. No, wait, I burn knuckled him to death. Never mind. Guy's too busy loading up attacks to dodge a basic fucking ass punch. Unknown from Tekken Tag Tournament 2. In this list, this is the second time that I've beaten up a single mother, and I am enjoying myself thoroughly. Saw an attack that I've never seen Unknown pull out in this one. She summons up a huge black hand and that shit dragged Jin down and forced an attack out. But she actually did me a favor because he only had a sliver of health left, so cheers mum. Lucilius from Granblue Fantasy vs Rising. Nice entrance. Shame your exit wasn't as graceful, bitch. Fulgor from Killer Instinct Season 1. Ultra Tech tried to get the Predator all up in my shit, and I sent this motherfucker into the nearest trash compactor. Fulgor is fucking cool, but this is just another arcade ladder fight. Darth Vader from Star Wars Masters of Terrace Kai. Can't believe I'm putting Darth Vader and Jabroni's here, but with how this game plays, Jesus, it's so sluggish. Jump attacks are the best way to play. You knock them down, and you just jump in and swing. There's nothing to it. Kuon Aeon from Under Night in Birth 2 Sis Celis. Oh, fuck these titles. Love me some Fratricide. I love both Under Night games, but their bosses ain't standing a fucking chance. Kuon had the balls to hit me with a 20-hit combo and then lose. Well done and everything, but fuck it, I'm going over. Get buried. White Len from Melty Blood Reacts. Excellent. Now I can add animal cruelty to my rap sheet. Not much to this one, basically an arcade fight. Powered up CL right before this was way tougher. Gaia from Battle Arena Toshinden Remix. Big guy. Predictable guy. Just keep dodging to the side or jump over all his attacks. It's easy, trust me. Jacko Valentine from Guilty Gear Xrd Rev 2. Great. There's spousal abuse. This ain't looking good. This is just a basic arcade ladder fight, nothing impressive. Everyone tends to have different bosses in Rev 2. Jacko Valentine is the most reoccurring, so this is a compromise. Ryoga Shiki from Melty Blood Acts again. Jesus! That was fucking intense! It was quick. It was basically a regular arcade fight, but that start where Shiki immediately just blasted forward was like a fucking jump scare. My heart hopped up into my throat and my balls hopped up into my fucking stomach. Again, with most of these games, the music only increases the tension. I actually really like this fight. I might have to give Gardens of Sinnoh a watch. Shinnok from Mortal Kombat 4. Oh, Shinnok. Don't you know how quick little bitches get sent to Jabroni Club? This guy wasn't even a challenge. Reptile put up more of a fight. He's got nothing special going on. He's just a basic arcade enemy. Hector Silva from Pocket Bravery. Cool entrance there. Shame if he jumped his way into an ass kicking. He has a second phase where he gains a mask and a Niori Claw moveset, but the AI in this game is just straight trash. So I just kept spamming the same shit and he walked into it. Sho Minazaki from Persona 4 Arena. I beat this guy up and he did a frankly unreasonable backflip. Why'd you do that, bro? What was the point? He's a pure rushdown character, but when Yumiko starts chucking her fans, he's pure Swiss cheese. Karnov from Karnov's Revenge. It's my boy! My fucking boy Karnov! He spits fire as hot as my fucking mixtape! Sadly for him, I do not believe in bodied positivity. So I bullied him about his COVID weight gain until he died. Trust me, that's how it happened. Arya from Killer Instinct Season 2. And so, who do we send to face the greatest technological advancement made in the history of humankind? This goddess of cybernetics struts her way onto the battlefield, each piece of her perfectly crafted to its mechanical peak engineering, peak mechanical engine double leg takedown, bitch. Abyss from Soul Calibur 3. Nice scythe. Shame I stuck it up his ass like a horseshoe. If anyone gets that reference, points to you. Range is naturally his game with such a big fucking weapon. Luckily, I am fast, and he is slow. Corrupted Lie Arthur, Million Arthur Arcana Blood. I was trying really hard to get the ultra finish, but I kind of kept fucking it up. This game is kind of brain dead anyway, so it's really easy, and it's really anime. I'm kind of used to seeing Japanese culture getting used weirdly in Western media, kind of fetishized and shit. But it's even weirder seeing it from the other side with British culture getting the same treatment. Every character in this game is King Arthur, like a different version, and they're all little lowly anime girl shits. This is weird. And it's also not the first time I've seen King Arthur as a woman, but we'll get to that. Gas Mask Cunt from Dong Dong Never Die. I don't know what the fuck that was, but that was the best fever dream I ever had. Holy shit. Kirihara Rachel from Crimson Alive Extreme Encounter. I do not know if you've chosen to dress like that, But if you have, I have numerous questions as to why you thought that was a good idea. Not much to this one. She has minions, she has bullshit projectiles, but she's nowhere near aggressive enough to put up a decent fight. Goken from Ultra Street Fighter 4. Jesus Christ, it was harder to get to him than it actually was to fight him. Shit Long here was one of the only bosses on the list I hadn't fought before going ahead with this, and shit, that was disappointing. Lei Long from Blazing Strike. About to show this Shaolin monk is Shaolin ass kicking. As with most enemies in this game, you can just keep him at bay with projectiles and steal the win. Shit, I got bored enough to change things up and charge in. Still kicked his ass. Akira Yuki from Dengeki Bunko Fighting Climax. I guess he was 10 years too early. I'll see you in the next list, Akira, you fuck. Cupido from Battle Arena Toshinden Remix. Huh? Who was that? She started talking to me like an AI girlfriend and then threw herself to the side of the ring and lost. What a strange Tuesday I'm having. Kazumi Mishima from Tekken 7. You know what? Kazumi is fucking cool. She shows up riding a tiger and made Hayachi do all the fucking dishes. Hell yeah to this bitch. As for the actual fight, it's the second round which hits the hardest. She goes full Dell and starts unleashing a variety of horseshit, including her tiger dropping in to help out. Luckily my Jenga tower remained untouched and I was able to claim victory. Billstein from Plasma Sword. Billstein. Man, what a pittance. Big guy ain't escaping the low tiers with his performances. He deals big damage, but he's so slow that he couldn't even hit me. Inferno from Soul Calibur 6. Oh neat, this guy again. How's the Escaping Jabroni Club going? So this is a story mode fight for a story that I skipped, so I have no idea what's going on, but fuck it, we ball. Inferno is really defensive here. Look at him back away from Jiang Yu. It's a two-phase fight where you start with Jiang Yu and then switch over to Killick for the final stretch. He likes to spam his black back super, but that doesn't do shit when I have a massive pole. Yuga from Samurai Shodown 64. Defeated by projectile spam. How embarrassing. One of my favourite strategy proves it's worth its salt against this dildo. Just maintain distance and dodge. What could have been devastating attacks? I don't know, man. He never managed to hit me with any of them. He sucked me into another dimension and shit. I was kind of expecting some supernova kind of deal, but no. He just kind of tried to stab me with some blue lights. Maybe he'll try harder next time. Odin from Kenichi. Something nostalgic about being the fuck out of a little nerd. I don't know anything about this game. I have no idea what I'm doing. I just know I'm playing as some chick with the tightest outfit known to man, and that I won by just mashing square a bunch. Fallen Rock Howard from Fatal Fury City of the Wolves. I guess SNK boss syndrome doesn't run in the blood. Fallen Rock ain't nothing tough. He's certainly vicious, but pretty boy can't handle the heat when you start throwing it out there. Mizuki from Samurai Shodown 5 Special. Equal rights, equal fights, I guess. Just kidding, I don't believe in equal rights. I don't even know what a woman is. But if I did, then this would be a woman who's easy to beat the shit out of. Projectile spammed. Shouldn't have worked. It did. Nobody can stop me. I am a god. I am the king of everything. I make the exact same two movements with my thumbs. Until I win. And I find myself at the pinnacle of humanity. But we're still in the jabroni section, so we'll see if that lasts. Bobby Strong from Shin Gokasuji Ichizoku Bono Kaiho. It's Power Instinct 4 Special Edition. So this guy is apparently a comedian, which is funny because this fight was a fucking joke. This isn't the first time I've beaten up a Japanese comedian in a fighting game, and I'll be damned if it's the last. Oda Nobunaga from Sengoku Bizarre X. I have no idea what's going on, but apparently I fought this guy before in the SNK list. Weird. Either way, easy sauce. He's just like anyone else on the arcade ladder. Seems he was a real guy too. I assume that everything that happens in this game is now historically accurate. What a G. Ryoho the Dragon, Bloody Roar 4. How was a fucking dragon easy? I just spammed the same attack, which I seem to be doing a lot of recently. Two phases, one where he's a big karate looking chap, and one where he's a big fucking dragon. The dragon was easier. He is slow and dumb, so he can be destroyed. Error from Idol Showdown. This game was free. Leave me alone. I don't really understand VTubers, I don't get it. But this chick's last name was Kiryu, so I picked her. Final boss is some kind of glitch in the system. She can steal moves from all the other fighters. Luckily for me, she couldn't steal the win. Akuma from Capcom vs SNK 2. Love sticking Jingi asshole in Jabroni Squad. Don't worry, you'll see a lot more of him on this goddamn list. Trust me. Stove from Slap Happy Rhythm Busters. Play this game! Seriously, play it. I beat up the Predator, did a rhythm game, and he was forced to join in on my dance. It's fucking beautiful, man. What a gem. Seek it out, emulate it, whatever. This is great. Easy boss. Fantastic game. Silvaria from Dengeki Bunko Fighting Climax. Jesus Christ, her tits give Bikins a run for their money. Fuck, they're bigger than Tiger. This is basically just an arcade ladder fight, and an easy one at that. Points to my boy Ryuji because that assist is fucking awesome. Hyo Imawano from Rival Schools. Sorry Hyo, welcome to Jabroni Squad. He eats projectiles for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And he also ate my foot as a fucking dessert. I also hate that stage. It's like looking into a scene kid's mind, it burns. Pyron from Darkstalkers. I don't understand how shooting fireballs at the fireman works, but shit, I'll take it. The Yorigami sisters from TouHou, Anatomy of Common Flowers. All the improvements in gameplay have now made this the easiest boss to wreck in this series. I thought I was going to have to go through an entire story mode to get to it, but nah. Finish one and they'll pop. Like the rest of the TouHou bosses, they all have different bullet hell kind of gimmicks. They're all really cool. I really like these games. We'll get more to it in the future, but just a heads up, I fucking love these. And since all these boss fights are out of order, you're gonna randomly have one of them where I hate it for a second, and then the rest of them I love them. These two are just lowly shits, so I need them off screen before Chris Hansen pops up. Glove Arcade from Melty Blood Type Lumina. Another anemic guy. Fucking pale ass vampire gets dunked on by the woman with the dumbest fucking name. I'll continue to hate that name until the end of time. Arcade, it's not real fucking shit. Anyway, like the rest of the game, it's really fucking easy. If you've seen the video with me getting my head shaved, but I beat this game without looking at points. You just charge on over and unleash hell. Boss Rush is also available in this game, but I decided it was too easy to even include. Bison from Street Fighter V. The day Bison was the final boss of this game was the most important day of his life. But for me, it was Tuesday. Pyron from Darkstalkers Revenge. Maybe if Pyron wasn't such a scrub, we would have gotten another Darkstalkers game by now. You ever think about that? Celestia from Omen of Sorrow. This is like the first circle of hell, okay? Maybe even the sky, because, man, this chick can't deal with projectiles. You think being a final boss, she'd have some priority projectiles that will just go over mine, but no, we just slice right through them and send this motherfucker further into the depths. Al Alzif Ex Mortis from Nitro Blaster's Heroine's Infinite's Duel. So it's King Arthur with tits versus lowly Necronomicon. God, anime is just a fever dream, isn't it? This fight has the potential to be tough as fuck with a constant assault of projectiles, but if you have the mobility to make your way over to her, you can rip her to pieces fairly easily. Chrysalid from King of Fighters 2 Ultimate Match. God, they nerfed this guy. Jesus. He's still so fucking cool, but this Chrysalid is nothing. Slap the shit out of him with minimal effort. Get out of here, Irish boy. Fuck off. AG's team from Battle Arena Toshinden 4. You know, it's kind of cool fighting the old protagonist as the final boss. Just a shame this game is fucking awful. It's beyond sluggish to the point that I can't even find any decent gameplay from it. This is a team game, so it's not just AG, it's AG and a couple of his buddies, this angel who's not wearing pants, and this guy. Either way, easy shit, just spam low kick. Shinobu from King of Fighters EX Howling Blood. Was that it? This one was hyped up for me. I thought this pre-team was supposed to be difficult, but I shunted his ass to the Shadow Realm with some basic ass projectile spam. What an embarrassment. Genets would be so disappointed. Yami from Tatsunoko vs Capcom. That was cool. Nice to see an Okami rep in any game. Fucking easy though. Mid-air super moves do the job easily. The opening theme to this game was great too. Seth from Ultra Street Fighter 4. I remember him being way tougher when I was a kid. That Dragon Vortex attack is a pain, as is the pile driver, but it just wasn't enough. And now he's a woman and no longer a boss? God, how embarrassing. Taki Mikazuchi from Blazblue Chrono Phantasma. I know, New is technically the final boss here again, but it's basically just the same fucking fight as the first game. Taka, on the other hand, was easier? I'm fairly certain my health was boosted to deal with some of this horseshit. He's a big boy with big beams, big hands, and big mouth. This is exactly what it looks like. Get pinged to one side of the screen, and then you have to run back. And the cycle repeats. Fuck you, Taka. That was annoying. For the record, I've now tried Highlander Assault mode, and yeah, we got health boosted. But I'm not going to deny myself a win. Mildred Avalon from Arcana Hearts. I never know how to feel about Arcana Hearts. It's fun to play, but I always feel like I'm going to get a call from Chris Hansen. Like he's just going to walk in and be like, why don't you take a seat? Mildred's first form is unbeatable. You have to lose that bit. Following this, she's not too bad. She's got some bullshit. Her supernova ass looking super will eat a good chunk of health. Her teleport is bullshit, but oh my god, she leaves herself open way too often to be treated as a threat. Hato no Kokoro from TouHou Hopeless Masquerade. All these masks and you still can't hide the fact you're a fucking fraud. Usual TouHou deal, many different bullet hell gimmicks, none able to stop me. Fucking loved this game though. Strange Frog Girl from TouHou Hiso Tensoku. I arrive at the final fight. I am confronted by a small girl pretending to be a frog. I destroy the frog girl. We begin falling through the air. I send the child crashing into the earth. Good times. Very good times. Kronos the Phoenix from Bloody Roar Primal Rage. Okay, so this is one of the funkiest fights on the list. Not because of the actual fight, but because the emulator was for some reason running in slow-mo. Didn't do this with Doa 3. It was weird to play, but I think it did me a big favor. Other weird thing, why is this guy called Phoenix if his transformation is a penguin? That shit was weird.
They twirl the bowl, clinging on for their lives, scratching and clawing in an attempt to become something more. Their willpower is indomitable. Their skill, not quite as good. They're still better than the last guys though. Welcome to the scrub tier.
Silva from Bariki 1. I feel like I got lucky here. Playing defensively is the key, because this meth head Akuma throws a big Liu Kang flying kick that you can duck, and then you can just watch him sail overhead all the way out of the ring. I ended up winning on judges' score. Luckily they were easy to bribe with the small amount of cash I've got. Seriously though, he's actually way tougher than this, but just for some reason today he put on a poor performance. Maybe he's got off the juice. King from Azura Busters. King, huh? King of what? Losing? No, for real, just jump and heavy attack. You can tank the hits, it's so fucking easy. I only lost the fight the first time because I was waiting for the fucking Burger King to show up. After the fight, there's a bonus fight with your rival. I ain't fighting this guy, I did my bit. Look kids, Inferno got out of Jabroni Club. So I fought dirty on this one. He actually has dog shit range because he came to a sword fight with his fists. It's very fitting, but it means I gotta be real up close to people. But I quickly realized that his quick attack was way faster than everyone else's to balance it out, so I spammed it. Then he started blocking, so I used my spin kick. I love my spin kick. Inferno rotates between different characters' movesets with his own spinny air attack still present. My search for difficulty with this boss continues because he's really not putting on much of a fight. Super Billstein from Star Gladiator. Good news, another easy fight. Downside is that if you lose you get sent to the fucking Shadow Realm. This is just a quicker Billstein. The Lizard Man gave me more trouble. Brainiac from Injustice 2. Ah, Brainiac. The 18th coolest DC villain. Brainiac tends to want to keep you at a distance, his damage output increased to make him a threat, but he is nothing against my ability to be the star of a mediocre TV show. Not really much to say on this one outside of, it was fun giving Brainiac CTE. Azazel from Tekken 8. Never thought I'd see this asshole again. Azazel is like an anime boss clambered his way into Tekken. He's got some absurd projectiles, a move where he seems to spit on the floor, gluing you to the spot, kinky, and what I call the Limp Biscuit attack, because this motherfucker is rolling. Either way, big boy, big hitbox. Akuma from Capcom vs SNK. If anything, this fight was a credit to Akuma's aura, because I thought this was going to be a tough fight, but no, I caught Akuma on a bad day. Soul Edge from Soul Edge. Look at that, I'm back in the fucking Shadow Realm. Soul Edge possessed Cervantes is the final boss of this game, and man, he's looked better. His biggest asset is the spin attack, but luckily he's very weak to the dumbass tactic of leaping 6 feet into the air and slicing down. Shenlong from Bloody Roar 2. Looks like Shenlong didn't stand a chance. This guy has some fucking moves. He's got the style of a villain from an old kung fu movie, but not the skills to back it up. I've realized all the Bloody Roar bosses I've fought so far have had the exact same weakness. They don't do well with the running slide. You can zip back and forth for an easy knockdown, and then hit them with a dropkick when they get back up, and the process can begin again. Krauser from Real Bout Special. I love Krauser's theme, but holy hell does he fucking suck. He just kept throwing tomahawk kicks, which you can just block and then immediately kick his ass afterwards. Easy to get him into projectile spamming contests. Gigas from World Heroes. Just like Shang Tsung, he transforms into other fighters. Good news is, I just beat the fuck out of all the other guys to get to him. The bad news is, he transforms into the true boss of World Heroes, the little judo girl. Holy shit, she is terrifying! So yeah, I also like Gigas' titty flex animation, but he's really easy. Yuki Terami from Blazblue Central Fiction. Sup Yuki, how's my fist feel in your face, you overwhelming asshole? Terami is a fucking blitzkrieg of attack, charging in and stomping on you, but not in the hot mommy way, in the oh dear god please just take my wallet way. Luckily, I could out-unger his bunga and throw combos that are below basic to defeat him. New 13 from Blazblue Calamity Trigger. Don't get the fucking Steam version, it runs like shit. I love this fight, a frankly disturbing talk with Ragnagard. Her fucking comments throughout, the music, the stage, my god. This might be my favourite Arxis boss. Didn't mean I didn't wreck the freaky ass bitch. New's game is distance. If she manages to keep you away, you're fucked. If you rush her down, you're gold. System number XX from Blazblue Cross Tag Battle. Been a while since I've had to fight one of these big ass bosses. Its attacks are difficult to block, big and sweeping, perfectly sliced away through your attacks. Honestly, the best strategy is to lose your partner and then abuse the fuck out of their super mode. It's like Dragon Install, but, you know, less metal. Apocalypse from X-Men vs Street Fighter. He turns big, and then he has all these other knobheads firing off shit at you. I just DP'd him with Wolverine until he fucking died. Not that deep. Giant bosses are always fucking easy. Osima Gokatuji from Power Instinct 2. You know, sometimes what I need to make me happy is a fighting game that makes me feel like I've dropped half a ton of acid. I got to beat up an old lady this time, and that was fun. I love to get my weekly elderly abuse in there. Iva News from Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, Fighting Edition. Well, I can't lie, I'm disappointed. I'd heard so much about this purple woman pleaser, and yet, when I fought him, he was shit. All you gotta do is block his projectiles and then jump and slash. He's invincible when he starts glowing, but I don't think he can actually block otherwise. I later learned that he's only heinous if he's being played by a human, so fuck off Thanos' cock, a scrub ye are. I also just found out that this is a Japanese game. Oops. Dice Irae Dice from Demon Bride. This could have been so much worse. Luckily for me, I found some bullshit. This bastard priest is a smothering, high damaging force, pursuing you like you're a small child and smashing you in the corner until fuck ow. That's getting censored, Jesus. I realize you can tank the chip damage and keep throwing projectiles when he's not throwing out his Repukens. He will eat them until death. Don't feel bad about it. I am a man without honor. I will do whatever it takes to win. I don't care. NeoGeo from NeoGeo Battle Coliseum. Frankly, I'm disappointed. As you'll see later on this list, Dio is a fucking animal. But in this case, he's easy to read and not very smart. As soon as you get a read on his jumping attack Athena spin attack thing, just chip away. Play defensively. Avoid all JoJo references. En-Eins from Street Fighter EX Plus Alpha. This guy ate my foot like a fucking lollipop. His tonsils have an imprint of my bare foot on them. Ew. Kinda gross, but Bison is a drug lord, so fuck him. Arja Salisbury from Yatagarasu Attack on Cataclysm. Love it when the final boss brings a goddamn weapon to a fistfight. Allows me to fully indulge in winning in the most disrespectful manner. I remembered my fists, you forgot your spine. Nothing too crazy with this one outside of an insane desire to push me in the corner. Not even much to say from my fucking ninja skills. Akuma from Ultra Street Fighter 4. Just a basic bitch Akuma. He's quick, he's vicious, and he's got the durability of a paper dildo. Quick kick and he's over and done with. Pain in the ass is he's a one and done. You lose, it's game over. Lord Draken from Power Rangers Battle for the Grid. I'm aware that there is a story mode final boss, but it's the same guy except in singles combat. In this fight, he's got some big dragon looking gent with him. This seems far worse. You know, for what seems like a budget title, this game ain't half bad. But why does the AI suddenly decide to whip out 40 hit combos on occasion? Like, it's not really an issue, but it's not particularly consistent. Anyway, our big boss is Lord Draken, who I've been informed is one of the Power Rangers from another universe where he went evil. Unfortunately, he has found his way to my universe, where I parallel parked my foot right up his ass. Demon Hyo from Project Justice. Easy shit. His long-reaching supers can prove to be a pain, but the power of friendship can overcome anything. Except nuclear warheads. That'll fucking do it. Zombie Belger from Final Fight Revenge. This fucking game. It sucks, but it's funny. The more you beat the crap out of him, the more of his limbs drop off. His big pain in the ass super is slinging himself into pieces and firing them at you. I really liked this. This was really fun. Verse from King of Fighters 14. Weak shit. This Final Fantasy looking asshole is a joke. I'm thankful King of Fighters 14 didn't end up being the final SNK game because, oh, this would have been disappointing to go out on. Anyway, no tips for this one. Easy. Byakko from Plasma Sword. Oh no, a furry has appeared. I enacted the greatest dream of my life. The furry culling has begun. Sonic Fox is fine though, they scare me. He only got a win because I was a moron and decided to jump into an ongoing super. Like, he can also go invisible, sidestep all his shit. Chio's dad from Azumanga Fighter. So a weird thing happened with this one. I was chilling, like a baller, making my way through arcade mode, when I happened upon this black cat, who tore me a fucking sunder! Only to immediately fight Chio's dad as the final boss afterwards. I decided it would be better not to question it and move on with my life. It's worth noting with this game that I couldn't get it working at 100%, I had to double tap everything to move, but nonetheless, Chio's dad wasn't all that. He's got a ridiculously long combo that he can just field around with. For the most part, he's weak to the classic jumping kick, duck kick. Ogre from Street Fighter Cross Tekken. What a shock! I won a round by timeout! Not much to this one. That drop down attack he uses when he's been knocked down is annoying. His super does absurd damage, but the AI is fucking stupid. Akuma from Street Fighter Cross Tekken. Me and Akuma are going to be hitting third base soon if he keeps popping up like this. Basically just the same as Street Fighter 4, except he's got constantly regenerating health. Suikai Ibuki from TouHou Immaterial and Missing Power. What the fuck was that? I've been informed TouHou is usually a shoot 'em up deal, and that they've translated it across into a fighting game by making every opponent like that prick Magaki. This final boss seems to be a drunk loli. She converted me into a stone block for a grapple, opened up a black hole, converted herself into pure light to smite me across the screen, but ended up losing because I have a fucking broomstick. Jesus, I gotta lay off the acid. En-Bison from Capcom vs SNK. Balrog shows up as his wingman, but I'm not fucking putting out. Leave me alone, Bison. Your smile alone should put you on a fucking list. Dark Champion from Eternal Champions Challenge from the Dark Side. Never quite felt like a bully during one of these fights, but I bullied this poor motherfucker. After finishing the first game, I refought the previous final boss as the sub-boss of this game. All three of these enemies have the same weakness. I just kept bullying him into the corner and grabbing him. That's all it took. And on this day, the weight of carrying a team was a little lighter for me. Alpha 152, Dead or Alive 5. I guess this is a 4-in-1? Alpha 152 switches between Kasumi's fighting style, Hayato's, Hayabusa's and Ayane's over the course of this fight. And she can do this mid-combo. Her big weakness is that the AI seems to hesitate before it throws out combos, almost like it's considering it. You should have considered not fucking with me. Raido from Dead or Alive. Pre-super fanservice Dead or Alive. Very strange. Raido is just another arcade fight. I actually struggle more against Kasumi than Raido, so I guess that's his level. Oh, and Raido, fuck yourself. Krauser from Fatal Fury Special. Krauser here again, same deal. Cool theme, silly stash. Jump kicked him until he died. Next. Shodown from Tattoo Assassins. That's right, folks. It's the legendary Shodown. You've seen this guy on hundreds of top 10 best video game character lists. You've seen him on posters. You've seen him in Fortnite. You've seen him in so much. He's legendary. And here he is, at number 1 on the toughest fighting game bosses. The unkillable, unyielding, undefeated king of the button basher rips through you like you know he's shit. He's just sped up. It's easy. Wolf from Battle Arena Toshinden Ura. Huh. Who was that guy? He remains in a T-pose when he fights. He headbutts the ground on occasion, and he threw himself out of the ring twice when I fought him. I'm starting to think he's not all there. Bison and Geese Howard from SNK vs Capcom Match of the Millennium. Fucking Christ, what a combo! A Giga Chad comedy hater like Geese and Bison. And Bison, I can never find this guy all that threatening for some reason. So Geese has his usual predictable counter, and of course, out of fucking nowhere, Raging Storm. Bison has his Psycho Crusher, and he also has a Hadouken. I don't recall him having this previously, so it's a move exclusive to this game? Golba from Samurai Shodown Sen. This is the worst fucking SNK game. Like, this fucking sucks. Fuck this game. If there's any Samurai Shodown Sen enjoyers out there, seek therapy, because there's something wrong with you. The boss himself is just There's not much to him, just keep attacking. He'll die. That sounds dumb, but like, it worked. No strategy. The guy with a gun before him was way worse. Vale from Battle Arena Toshinden 3. Fuck me, he turned the light off. He turned the light off and he beat my ass. Just like my dad. I'm not sure what Vale is, but sure as shit, he's a fucking asshole. I ended up beating him just by standing on the other side of the arena and chucking projectiles his way. Yuga from Samurai Shodown 64 Warriors Rage. This guy was nothing. This game is fucking jank as hell, and for this fight it definitely helps. All I did was jump and slash, since all the special moves only worked like 30% of the fucking time. It worked though. Fucking scrub. Adelheid from King of Fighters 2003. Aw man, I like Adelheid. He's fucking quick, but the kid's a glass cannon. He can be smacked the fuck up easily. He's got none of his father's bullshit. Still seems like a nice enough guy though. Plus his theme is awesome. I always really like piano themes. Corrupted Shinnok from Mortal Kombat X. Can any Shinnok fans please get in contact? I'm not one of you, I just want to know if you're out there. After kicking old man Shinnok's pale ass, he turns around and becomes corrupted Shinnok, which I think was supposed to intimidate me, but instead it just gave me an erection. I just did the same thing I've been doing for the rest of these games. Basic moves, basic combos, I win lol. Yet again, I find myself defeating the ruler of hell, and yet again I find myself turning down the possibility of free real estate. Greed from the Rumblefish. This guy was definitely greedy for one thing, my fist. So, he's hyper aggressive, all the wrath spent in the first round tearing me to pieces. I watched his combos in envy as he ripped right through my health. His lust for my defeat made me almost envious of that level of knowing how to play this fucking game. Luckily that I figured out that his aggression could play against him, and every time he charged in, I threw an uppercut to try and satisfy his gluttony. His counters became rather slow, and I stood tall in the end, with all my pride. Jōgai from Dark Legend. I am in ancient China. I am confronted by an old man in a fancy outfit. He tries to zone me. That does not work. He turns into a demon and starts trying to rush me down. I poke him to death. Despite his swipes blasting me across the screen, he is killed by 1,000 needles. There is an ancient Chinese saying related to this situation. Get fucked, old man. Cyber Akuma from Marvel's Superheroes vs. Street Fighter. Akuma is now trying disguises in an attempt to seduce me. Oh no. He's got a couple of new moves here, notably a rocket punch, but it's just kind of usual business. Please, leave me alone, sir. I'm not interested. Izanagi from Desert. How the fuck do you pronounce that? I have a correction to make because I wrote a whole thing about him being able to dodge ring outs, but as it turns out I can do that too, and I was just dumb enough not to figure that out until I was fighting the actual secret boss of this game. So yeah, never mind. I probably would have done better if I'd realised that. He's got a trifecta of projectiles, easy to jump over for a quick attack. He can hit you with a power bomb, which is fucking dope, but overall, easy shit. Just stay on the move and keep hopping over him, or just keep at a distance. Orochi Iori from SNK vs Capcom Match of the Millennium. I love it when one of my boys is the final boss. I just hate that they're never that difficult. I figured I could beat him by just firing off a Hadouken and then hitting him with a Tatsu as he comes over. I love these NeoGeo Pocket Color games, but they're just not very difficult. Omega Rugal from King of Fighters 15. AI from hell my ass. Catching Rugal in his taunts is a good way to get some damage in. He just happened to do it thrice in a row for my fight. Usually I'm sure he's a little more difficult. His big weakness is the recovery frames for some of his attacks. He takes a long while to actually get back in it, and he can easily sneak in a couple of hits. This is the first appearance of the big R on the list, and it is his worst showing by a substantial amount. Ignis from King of Fighters 2002 Unlimited match. I bet this is a surprise. Even Ignis. Nerfed to almighty hell for this showing. He's far slower and far less aggressive than his 2001 counterpart. He didn't even use any of his supers. Weird. It's very cathartic kicking the shit out of him, but I know what I'm gonna have to deal with later, so we'll get there. The Deadly Alliance from Mortal Kombat Deadly Alliance. So we have a dual final boss in this one. Kinda. Shang and Quan Chi team up to wreck house in the opening of this game, which is easily the best thing about it. Both fights are just basic arcade fights. I'll say that dickhead Quan Chi was a little more difficult with his broadsword style. Shang, on the other hand, was just meh. So before we move on, I need to get this out of my system while I'm here, however. Doesn't Shang Tsung look awfully white for a Chinese dude? Gil from Street Fighter 3 Third Strike. Huh, I was expecting worse. Naked half and half man has a pretty decent rep, but the AI seem to not bother abusing all his best moves. Jeddah from Vampire Saber. Nice, at least one of the Darkstalker boys finally put up a fight. Love his stage, love his powers, but Jesus, I aborted this fight quicker than I hoped I would. Got a bonus fight with Morgan afterwards, but she's in fucking everything, so I'm not inviting her to this video. This is a sausage party, damn it. Lost Warrior from DNF Duel. Lost Warrior took a loss, huh? Living up to your name, loser. This mysterious gent shows up with his fantastic goatee and eats all my goddamn kicks like a fat man eats dessert. He seems tough at first, his super being notably fucking heinous, but as soon as you realize he doesn't deal well with special spams, it's open range. Minori Amanohara from Arcana Hearts Love 3 Love Max 6 stars! There's 6 exclamation points for the record. Fucking hell, she was vicious, and in danger of a major wardrobe malfunction. She's got some absurd combos, and her introduction where she destroys Ragnagard is dope, plus she's got a good combination of speed and aggression, but she'll eat the pink burn knuckle like everybody else. God, I love burn knuckles. Abyss from Marvel vs. Capcom 2. What the fuck is up with Marvel and their massive bosses? Can't you all just be normal? 3 phases, 3 jokes. I can see why no one ever mentions this goon. Who are you, brother? Ultron Omega from Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite. So I played story mode for this. Not sure why, but Jesus, it really fucking sucks, as does this boss. I'm forced to play as Captain Marvel, and she was fucking worthless outside of her supers. Can a man not just play as Dante? Either way, there's 2 phases to this fight. The first phase is taking off enough health to save Dante before his health runs out, and then the actual final fight begins. Ultron Omega moves between 3 modes: annoying attack mode, pussy ass defense mode, and stupid drone mode. You've got to fight fucking minions during this fight. And then Ultron himself takes bugger all damage. His attacks are all annoying as fuck. I hated this boss and this game. Fuck this shit. Raido from Dead or Alive 6. So for this fight, you are given a choice to fight as one of the 3 main ninjas. I chose Kasumi, because I pressed the wrong button. Raido is a fucking asshole. This man can literally turn the lights off during the fight. We are outside. How are you doing that? Post darkness, he likes to follow up with a quick grapple to choke you and punch you like 12 times, or just attempt to stomp. Do not guard. Spam your cheapest attack, because when the lights come back on, you usually hit it. Bet you weren't expecting that, robo-fuck. Angel from Toki Densho Angel Eyes. This could have gone way worse. I feel like I found an exploit. The AI in this game, after the first couple of enemies, can be tough, but it all makes the same fundamental mistake. They constantly try and charge you down, over and over, as long as you keep backing away from them. This works for us because as soon as you figure out the rhythm, you can time the attacks to blast them back mid-charge. After a couple of matches, I figured it out with this bitch and destroyed her with little effort. Mizuki from Samurai Shodown 5, perfect. Same shit, different day. The lag using this video cap device made it a little more difficult, but this is still really fucking easy. Nobunga from Ninja Masters. Cool design, not much to say though. Getting up close is the best strategy for him. Koga Shuka from Double Dragon. Apparently this game is based on the movie. Lol. Japanese style and stash is easy in the first round, then he unleashes his power in the second to become a mild pain in the ass. He's got this funky stomp move, a super where he goes invisible, which I think actually might be a glitch, and for the rest of the time he just teleports around lobbing projectiles. He can't deal with DPs though, so it was fairly easy. Hilda from Vanguard Princess. Wow, that outfit, it's very 2000s anime. Either way, this poster child for feminism can be a bit of a handful, though I think picking the gun chick may have played against me here. Trying to dash put me in this gun fu pose and eliminated my mobility. Against a zoner, this isn't great. When knocked down, she'll teleport to the other side of the stage on wake up. She doesn't respect the fact I have a gun, and she has 2 little sidekicks who keep kicking me away. Luckily, if you manage to get her in the corner, you can keep her stuck in a loop with her weird ass teleport. S-Geist from Asura Blade. And here we have one of my most disrespectful wins on the list. I realize that it's really easy to just corner the enemy and spam the same projectile and wake up, and it works really well. They just get locked in the corner. This guy could have been tough, but I kept firing off at him like a pop-up pirate. Fuck out of here. Bison from Street Fighter EX3. God, this game is easy. I put it on hard mode to make it easier getting to Shin Bison, which is weird in the first place, and fuck, it's just like playing on normal mode. The fact that I could bring 4 of the homies with me to the fight, but this was nothing. Beelzebub from Granblue Fantasy Versus. I really don't know what to make of this win. I lost a couple of times, but that's because I kept trying to rush through it. My over-eagerness led to me getting an arrow to the face. That's his biggest asset. He can shoot a single one or 5 line up on top of each other. He'll try to force you away from him so he can keep spamming that shit. He's got a low swipe attack which kept catching me for some reason. I don't know, I'm stupid. Twinkie Evil Fantasy Lord has got some hits, but that doesn't make him less of a bottom. Genets from King of Fighters 98 Ultimate Match. Ha 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 ha! Fuck the priest. Man, we'll get onto it later in the list. But knocking this cunt out in 3 made me really happy. Dark Ash from King of Fighters 13. Oh wow. As soon as you get past the projectile spam, he's easy. Just rush him in. Just rush him and stay close. He's the final boss of a whole KOF arc. God damn, it's as disappointing as having me for a son. That wind-up attack fucking sucks too. Ramlethal Valentine from Guilty Gear Xrd Sign. Nice, I didn't destroy my girl. Ram is uber vicious, attacking you like you're a delicious burger. She's fucking quick. She has a grab super that I really question the logistics of. Her other super is an easily dodgeable super beam. Unless she's in the corner. Then you're fucked. Best advice is just watch out for where she places the orbs, so swords will come swinging from out of them. Geese Howard from Capcom vs SNK. Just Geese things. Showed up by himself like a Giga Chad, chucked me about, threw himself off the building. Didn't abuse Predictable as much as I thought he would, but it's pretty nice. Thanos from Marvel Superheroes. I don't feel so good, Mr. Viewer. God, if any Marvel boss was going to be tough as fuck, it should be Big Barney Boner Boy. His biggest weapon, no shock, is the Gauntlet. Each gen gives him a different power. Good news is that his AI is fucking stupid and will happily eat everything I throw at him. Limited resources, my ass. You are eating all my fists. And that is what is causing this universe-wide food shortage. Nightmare Geese from Fatal Fury City of the Wolves. Right, so this is a compromise. Without my beloved save states, there's no way to redo this fight over and over again. I ain't going through the entire arcade mode without losing a round 5 times on repeat to do this. Instead, I went into Southtown mode, finished that, got the new game plus, and here we are. Level 90 Geese. And just to make sure this is less fair, I tackled this at level 70. And I gotta say, fucking hell, he's ruthless. He's got infinite SPG, relentless combos, and the usual Geese sauce. But as with all beings in the world, he's not immune to throw loops. I kept throwing crack shoots to force him to block and then immediately throwing him. Worked like a charm. Sorry Geese, even after 26 years, you ain't up to the task. Now fuck off back to the pond. Ducks for life. Shizuka from Samurai Shodown 2019. I made this fight look easy, but I've also done it plenty of times trying to get the platinum on PlayStation 4. It's a matter of dodging and hitting jumping strong attacks until she goes into her weak ass form. If she was in the second phase the whole fight, this game would have been ridiculously difficult. Instead, meh. Gargos from Killer Instinct. This is the RPG mode of Killer Instinct, Shadow Lords, and man, they really wanted to kick some ass with this one. This is probably the most complex fight on the list. There's a lot of variables. First things first, you can depower Gargos by taking out his followers as they appear. They're called Omens, and each of them grants him a buff. Do this, trust me. You yourself can also get a variety of power-ups and assists in this fight itself, but there's really only one true strategy for this. Pick Spinal. Spinal is the best skeleton boy, and we all admire him for it. Gargos himself is the usual onslaught of attacks, occasionally mixed up by throwing a couple of his little minions into the fray. Teleports galore and 1,000 fists. Luckily, one of them is my skeletal claw, right up in his ass. Hey guys, Idiot Boy here, during editing. I noticed that the winning footage against Gargos is not here. It's not on my recycle bin, so enjoy this MS Paint recreation. Hinani Tenshi from TouHou Scarlet Weather Rhapsody. I take it back, they improved on everything since the last one. This crazy bullet hell fighting game climaxes with a battle against this kid, who is throwing many laser beams your way. Peak is her slamming herself into the ground to cause pillars to rise up. You've then got to time your air to avoid the next change in environment. Over the course of the fight, she slips into different phases where she'll gain new forms of projectiles to try and fuck your shit up. It's really cool. This is the one where I started really liking these games. Like, genuinely, give them a try, guys. Like, don't play the first one, play the rest of them. Zeus from World Heroes Jet. This guy is what happens when you finally meet the femboy who's been catfishing you online. Either way, easy shit. His size makes him such an easy fucking target. Double jump really helped me too. He has a habit of eating anything you throw at him. Can't wait to see him in the next game. Bison from Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo. Leave me alone, I don't want to fight you. I just want to chill and fight other people. It's not me, it's you. Please. This was easy. Just spam Tatsus and Shoryuken him whenever he jumped at me. Barely an inconvenience. Dantel from Survival Arts. Holy fucking hair metal, Batman. Not much to this MK clone. Just as soon as I figured out that he couldn't deal with my dogshit projectile, I took it up to 11 and spammed the fuck out of it, and poor old Dantel dropped. Gaia from Ballerina Toshinden. Jesus, this stage gave me motion sickness. I was having issues with the emulator anyway, excuse the weird frame rate, but oh my god, this made it so much worse. Help me. This big bastard pisses on you. I know it's an energy beam, but look at it, he's pissing. Either way, it does a fuck ton of damage, but it's easily jumpable. You gotta get the right rhythm. He gets up, he gets down, boom, 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 he's fucked. Kronika from Mortal Kombat 11. So this one is kinda interesting. Kronika, or Bolt Cunt as I'll be calling her, has control over time. So during the fight, she'll drag us to the beginning of time and the end of time. Should have brought us to before this fight started so you wouldn't have to get fucking crushed. I blame my losses on using the capture device for the first few goes. As soon as I decided to just record the footage straight off the PS5, I ran right through her. In between rounds, Kronika, or Bolt Cunt, shall summon in other characters to fight for her. I beat them up and got back to kicking G.I. Jane out on my fucking timeline. Bristol D from Groove On Fight. So this was weird. The British have arrived, so I did what every other nation on the planet wants to do and beat the fuck out of them on the spot. But then my partner tries to fight me for some reason. I don't know, I don't speak Japanese. And then Count Dracula rips his way out of the dead British guy and he fucking seduces my partner. Who was me? So I'm very confused and kind of turned on, so I just decided to beat the shit out of anyone I see. Dracula fucked off back to Transylvania and I went for another round of LSD. What the fuck was all that shit? This was Power Instinct 3, by the way. BM from Fighting Vipers 2. The Chad Barn versus the Virgin Snake Man. Wait, shit, I already used that gag. This guy constantly tries to charge you down, but you can use your blastback attack to send him back to whence he came. Side note, I fucking love this stage. Look how cool that shit is. A massive statue of the Snake Man, and we fight in a ring in his hand. That's so fucking cool. If I didn't kick his ass so bad, I would call him an alpha. Oriko from Bloody Roar. Oh man, this thing looks so fucking cool. It's tough too. Luckily, I found a cheap way to take her out. It keeps powering up or throwing out these massive electrical attacks. Leaves a nice little gap for you to charge over and attack the motherfucker. Then you just keep running away and charging back in. Truly, I am prepared for the great furry war to come. Vermilion from Ballerina Toshinden Ura. Behold, Vermilion, the smartest man in the room. Why? Because he showed up with a shotgun magnum combo and proceeds to, well, just fucking shoot you. Damn edgy, but it's a cool design. Distance is naturally his game, but sometimes it's best to take on someone at their own game. His shots are slow, my fireballs can catch him while he's raising his gun. Gotta say, that was neither rootin' nor tootin'. Superman from Injustice Gods Among Us. I hate evil Superman. They're just so fucking common nowadays, can he not just be normal? Anyway, this was almost a tough one with the AI deciding to just go full chimp on my ass. Eventually, I found a basic 3-axe hit combo that for some reason he just couldn't deal with. Was weird. Athena from SPC Chaos. Huh. Never thought I'd go to heaven. You're only allowed one attempt at this fight, which is actually the only thing that really makes it difficult. Using save states, it's a lot easier to recognize the patterns that she falls into. She has a constantly full power meter, so she'll just keep blasting away at you with supers. But as soon as you figure out the recovery frames, the fight becomes a lot more manageable. Shao Kahn from Mortal Kombat 9. I just made my younger self very fucking happy. See, this is technically a bad matchup for me. I've got no way around his charges, I got little in avoiding his projectiles, and that fucking hammer smash ruins me. But I found a way. A stupid way, as I always do. See, for some reason, if you use bicycle kick, Shao will sometimes just stop blocking on the second or third kick and just eat the damage. So you can just keep spamming it. I advise staying about a jump's distance away from him all times to avoid the fucking hammer smash. If he taunts and you're too far away, just use the leaping kick. Honestly, I didn't even have to consult the Elder Gods with this one. I just made Shao Kahn my bitch. Pyron from Capcom Fighting Evolution. This is why you don't divert from your squad. True, I'm actually a Sakura main, but I'll always be a better Ryu player. As much as that upsets me. The weird layout of this game caused the most problems. Pyron is super quick as Darkstalkers characters are, while I'm a Street Fighter character. This is why I recruited Dimitri, the Pimp of Darkness, and together we on like fucking me and Dimitri, one in the front, one in the back, his finger trap. And also, you know, you know what, that was probably too far. Fuck me. Dark Khan from Mortal Kombat vs DC Universe. Question. If Dark Khan is a combination of Shao Kahn and Darkseid, why does he seem to have fire attacks? I'm just wondering. Anyway, Khan gets armor on a few of his attacks, but that's all he really got going on. I forgot how gimmicky this fight is. Look at this freefall combat bullshit. It's fucking silly. Anyway, please note the animation that plays when he dies. You should get used to this, because we might be seeing it a few more times on this list. Giant Akiha from Melty Blood. Melty Blood is a fucking fever dream that I am so here for. So the better of the two maids created a robot of her sister, and after that thing lost, she decided to make one of the other characters giant and send it to attack specs. I may have taken too much Adderall. I feel like I've really taken too much. Nice thing with this one is that there's actually an easy strategy to win. I figured out that if you jump attack and then jump cancel to another jump and attack on the way down again, you can just keep looping that to take her down. That sentence gave me a fucking stroke, Jesus. Hazuma from Blazblue Continuum Shift. And the worst man who ever lived has appeared. This is unlimited Hazama. You see that green circle surrounding him? That saps your health and regens his. He is the most vicious of the Continuum Shift AIs, most of them being forced to back away from him just by his sheer prickishness. He loves his super that sneaks up from underneath you, and that shit, while your health is being sapped, will pulverize a good amount of your life bar. And after he's done, he'll give you another kick for good measure. You fucking dick. Rugal from Capcom vs SNK 2. Like he's a really toned down Rugal. He's like my most feared opponent, and this is okay. I mean, 4 isn't bad, buddy. Don't cry. This is the last we're gonna see of him for the rest of this list, so bye, Rugal. Shit. Hazuma from the Rumblefish. This fight is just like my sex life. Short, yet intense. At least on my side. Truth be told, I actually had to go back and fight this bastard during editing. I didn't even know he existed. Hazuma is a strange kind of rushdown. He has the usual quick dashes and the lack of self-worth that leads to him constantly charging at me. He's a little worse than Greed as he can teleport, meaning he's got a few mix-ups in his pocket. Weirdly, I think he has an extra stance or two because he kept stopping with his back to me and it looked like he was going to do something, but he didn't and I just hit him instead. Nonetheless, I dealt with him the same way I deal with all uber-aggressive bosses. I hit him. Raizo from Rival Schools. This old fat fuck can run. Pain in the ass of this guy is his speed. His charge and slash attack can catch you in jumps like the most bullshit DPs. Not too deep, but the fact that Ginger Cunt is here is a bit annoying. He and Tubby team up to try and stop you from, I don't know, avoiding detention? I don't remember what this game's about. Evil Ryu from Ultra Street Fighter 4. God damn, that Ultra is fucking awesome. Other than that, he's as aggressive as Akuma, but without some of the bullshit fireballs. It's exactly as it says on the tin. He is Ryu, he is evil, he is a boss. It's no deeper than that. Valgas from Power Stone. This guy is fucking ruthless. I had a bit of struggle with this pirate. Is he a pirate? Dude's first phase. It's a constant race to get to the Power Stones, way more than any other character. Then his second phase, he becomes Gloop. I think I've seen this under my fridge before. This phase is so easy. His attacks are super easy to see coming, and all you gotta do is keep your distance and grab the stones.
What is a man? He is his fist. He is all the power he can muster when facing an opponent of much greater skill. We're not quite there yet. Bear with me, please. Trust me, it's going to get tougher soon. Welcome to the easy tier.
Ox from Karnov's Revenge. Is that an ox? What? What? Yo, what the fuck? Anyway, Nightmare Geese from Real Bout Special. His one try only is what makes him tough. I beat him by just burn knuckling a bunch. My favorite strategy. Which works really well for a lot of bosses here. Like, really fucking well. You'll see later. Jinpachi Mishima from Tekken 5. Why is it that the older these assholes get, the tougher they are? Great Grandpa Jinpachi is a fucking dick. Not just because of his notorious stomach burp beam, but also for his fucking stun attack. I swear, this got me killed more times than his actual beam. At least that you can sidestep, which I didn't do. It's lucky he's got a big ass hitbox and is far too aggressive. He seems to reserve the burp for special occasions. Instead, he's perfectly happy with these wild swinging attacks. This leaves him wide open for my jumping double kick and follow up basic ass juggle. Red Eye from Last Bronx. Holy shit, this guy fucked his tan up. He looks like Hulk Hogan. This guy is a flippy asshole. His biggest asset being his screen leaping spin attack. High damage, quick and hard to counter. Luckily, like every other character in this game, doesn't do well against low attacks. Sega AM2's games are always a contest of who will strike first and then eat shit. And this is no different. It did cause me to question something though. The strategy was hilarious for like a round or two, but I wish I knew how to play this game better. I may be a man without honor, but I like my dirty tactics to be a little more creative. Jirao from Virtua Fighter. Oh shit. The Saturn glitched. Where's all the details from this model gone? I'm kidding. This is Jirao, the robo-antagonist of Virtua Fighter. Kind of fits in for a series with the littlest of stories, doesn't it? Anyway, Jirao steals moves from each of the other characters. The one I'm fighting seems to just be Wolf. You got 5 rounds to take her down. Now don't expect any decent gameplay from this because, you know, OG Virtua Fighter is kinda jank, but that shit's got legacy. Jirao was... I just spam punch a bunch because I ain't figured out the rest of the moveset. Jirao from Virtua Fighter 2. Why am I underwater? What's going on here? So this fight is basically in slow-mo. It's fucking weird, man. Jirao is back and this time she's... slower. As with all Jirao fights, it's one and done. Good news here is you can easily bait her into charging at you. When she does this, immediately grab her, flip her over and make her eat the floor in slow motion. I sit victorious in my waterlogged clothing. Master from Battle Arena Toshinden 2. Master of getting her ass kicked. It's a good thing I like women beating me up, because she was kicking my ass, until I realized that, yeah, she's got some powerful attacks, but they are so easy to read. She's got a stream of projectiles she fires out. If you leap forward and take a hit from one of them, you'll end up on the ground as the rest of them just go right above you. Second they're done, she's still recoiling from her attacks, so you can stand up, smack her the fuck up, and then fuck off and keep repeating the process. Staying in the air is the best idea. Her attacks can't catch you up there. Become a plane, trust me. Fly higher than you've ever flown before, and only then will you find success in beating up young women. Osima Gokatuji from Power Instinct. OG Grandma is tougher than her later incarnation, but unfortunately she has fallen, and she won't get up. Granny has a DP with stupid height, and this weird multi-hit projectile thing. It kinda reminds me of one of Neko Arc Supers. Jackie Chan from Jackie Chan's Fists of Fire. Was I ever gonna turn down a chance to have Jackie Chan on this list? This game is fucking weird. I have moves that are just downright useless. It took me an entire arcade run to start using this projectile effectively. I found my greatest tools to be the booty bounce, and what I've dubbed the Scotsman. Chucking a container of alcohol across a room in an attempt to commit GBH on a random passerby. True Scottish. Boss Jackie is, well, the same as me, he's jank as fuck. This boils down to a mirror match, but oh shit, it's Jackie Chan, man. Scion from Red Earth. This one, I don't think I can actually judge fairly. Every time you use a continue, you get a full health refill while his life remains depleted. Poor bastard. I don't even have to pay money to kick his ass. It's not a particularly tough fight either, but his dragons and other minions can prove to be a bit of a pain in the ass. Just keep pushing you back and keeping you at bay. Clone Zero from King of Fighters 2002 Unlimited Match. Less difficult than regular Clone Zero, but still a slight pain in the ass. Like, you know, if you got a little spot on there. Why did SNK choose to do these guys so dirty? Everyone in Unlimited Match is such easy pickings. I feel like a vulture skulking around a dying animal, just waiting for a tasty lunch. White from Fatal Fury Dominating Minds. The filler villain of Fatal Fury. White gets exhausted quick, which is very useful and I kinda like it. It says a little about his character. He's not actually a fighter, he's just a conniving little dickhead who will just take any advantage that he can get. As soon as you figure out the openings, it's a cakewalk. That bullshit last attack, however, is a pain. Luckily it's notorious enough that I knew it was coming, so I just jumped over, teabagged, and then fucking killed him. Duke from King of Fighters Maximum Impact. Wow, this guy is fucking ruthless. Constantly charging at you, trying to give you zero breaks. Wish.com Geese has got a constantly full super bar, meaning that he can just keep spamming those motherfuckers, like I spam DMs into Rhea Ripley's inbox. Weak to well-timed jump kicks and sweeps, so you can eventually just pick him to pieces. Galactus from Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3. How big is Galactus' dick? Did anyone else think about this? Like, is it going to be like the size of the Empire State Building? Because, like, I can imagine that he's got, like, a magnum dong. Because, like, I can imagine Galactus having a big dick for his species as well. Anyway, Believe in the Hulk was getting my ass kicked until I brought in the big man himself. You first face off with Silver Wesker and Doom, who only have 7 minutes. 7 minutes to play with you. After kicking the shit out of the shiny boys, both Wolverine, the world's dullest man-ate shit, Hulk was my Hail Mary. X-Factor Hulk plus a bunch of supers wiped Galactus out in moments. I am aware that there was a mod to make him even tougher. Like, I forgot about that shit for years, actually, until I started redoing this audio. I might give it a try in the future. We'll see how much my self-loathing kind of peaks up this year. Jirel from Virtua Fighter 4. I love Vanessa's hook. That shit hits quick enough and hard enough to slip past most attacks. Sometimes it's just a matter of finding a move. It doesn't have to be a special. It doesn't have to be anything impressive. All it has to do is win. Shao Kahn from Mortal Kombat 2. A very disappointing performance from Kahn here. Now, fighting him regularly would be like climbing up a mountain wearing Heelys. But I just so happen to bring fucking moon boots. Now, Shao has his high damaging moves, his charge, his spear, his despicable normals, but I have something he does not. A low hitting projectile. Now, I'm low enough to dodge his spear, and I can keep firing them off like a gooner at a strip club. Shao's inability to jump plays against him, because he can't just dodge them. He has to stonewall his way through them. If he throws a spear, he takes damage. If he does his usual taunts, he takes damage. The main problem was keeping out of range of his charge, the only threat to me. Dio from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, Heritage for the Future. I was surprised at how defensive Dio is. Dude literally just kept to the other side of the screen. forcing me to actually approach him instead of running away. His main form of attack is to just keep throwing out his mudama. He did use the world, which was kind of upsetting, but he did attempt to drop a roda on me. Sho Shinjo from Battle Arena Toshinden Remix. Sho returns for this remake of the first game and is twice as vicious, especially with his projectiles. Like, holy fuck. He spams them more than I do, and I have a problem. Like most Battle Arena bosses, it becomes a concept of leaping towards him, hitting a couple attacks, and then repeating the process until his death. Roraizu from Tatsunoko Fight. Didn't think I'd be coming back to the world of Tatsunoko, but here I am. I am fairly certain this man only has 3 attacks. This portal punch projectile, this super, and this fire attack that doesn't seem to actually do anything. As soon as I started using the giant Akira strategy, that shit was cake. Shin Akuma from SVC Chaos. I remember him being way tougher. Maybe I've just improved. Either way, his speed is his biggest asset, constantly charging at you like a wild bull. But being a Shoto makes him fairly easy to read, and a sensitive soul. I kept mocking him for being ginger until he cried, gave up, and went home. Chelnov from Fighters History Mizoguchi Kiki Ipatsu. I was hyped for another face-off with my boy Karnov, but instead I'm greeted by a man in full motorcycle gear. He is a spammy zoner, very defensive. This plays against him when he'll just sit there and block my super moves raw. Sometimes he'll block them with his face. His habit of spamming the same projectiles over and over again works until he's face to face with someone who can just duck. Rao from Hokoto no Ken. I know nothing about Fist of the North Star outside of the memes. Wasn't really expecting all the fetish wear. Anyway, this big dude has a cape and a horse, and that is dope. Love the super where he wraps you up in said cape and throws you into the air to gut punch you. Overall, a slow, tough bastard. Got some meaty combos, but nothing too unfair. The end of this fight was kind of weird, where he seemed to turn himself into a statue. Don't quite know what was going on there, but you know what? I respect it. Baiken from Guilty Gear. My god, she keeps insta-killing me. Flat Chest Baiken is a secret boss for some reason. I don't care, she's still cool as fuck, but wow, she is the most defensive character in Guilty Gear. But when she wants to attack, she fucking attacks. Jesus. Not too bad. Pretty fair fight. Shin Akuma from Street Fighter Alpha 3. Oh wow, that's easy. Weirdly, mirroring what he does works really fucking well. Unfortunately, looking in my mirror, I can see him outside. It reflects out of my window, and there he is, in the darkness, watching me. His dark red eyes peering out beneath his ginger hair. I need to tell the police that he's ignored the restraining order. This is going too far. Kane from Garo, Mark of the Wolves. Man's got drip. Like legit, that's the most I got from this fight. Kane is a remarkably well-dressed human being. He's got a constant full SPG meter. I don't know if that was what it was called at the time. It can be a pain, but it's quite a fair fight actually. No real bullshit. He got mad at his defeat and gave us no Fatal Fury games for 26 years. Following that, he also recruited Ronaldo to be in the game, so cheers, dick. The Jin Brothers from Fatal Fury 3. Not really much to say about this one. I probably clocked an extra loss because I was snacking. Why is it such a pain to get to this guy? Depending on how many points, you get a different final boss. Low point, you get the world's nicest man, Ryuji Yamazaki. Above that, you get Asian Lord Farquaad. And to fight Jin Chon Rei, you need to earn 1,000,000 points, which is a pain in the ass. And the fight itself is kinda easy. If you're gonna make me jump through so many hoops, you gotta make this guy the fucking devil incarnate. Whatever. Moving along. Akuma from Street Fighter the movie. Blinding fucking quick. The whole usual Akuma bag of tricks. Except now it's a dude in a crab wig. Wish.com Akuma. No wait, what's below Wish.com? AliExpress? Temu? I don't know. The highlight is the winning round where the AI glitched and I was able to release a 41-hit combo of weak punches to take him down. This game is a fucking mess and I'm kinda here for it. Jirao from Virtua Fighter Kids. So this is a rerun of the Jirao fight in Virtua Fighter 2, except we are children. As a huge fan of child endangerment, this game works for me. Again, we are underwater, but this game's damage scaling is a lot different to Virtua Fighter 2's. hits do far more damage to make up for the character's stubby little limbs. So somehow the rounds are even shorter than usual. Luckily with the water, again, you have the same openings in Jiraiya's attacks, so you can just break them to any. Job's done. Zed Akuma from Cyberbots Full Metal Madness. God damn it, they'll get Akuma into anything, won't they? This time it's Mecha Akuma, not the other Mecha Akuma. We'll talk about him at some point. This time it's a Mecha Akuma, like Gundam shit. He's got 3 different projectiles, including a Hadouken beam, and then he comes with all the usual Akuma moves except way slower. He's weak to grabs in this, so charge over and grab him by his stupid robot face and slam him into the stupid robot ground. Honestly, Rushdown is the way to go in this game in general. Every character seems to panic in the face of my Bart Simpson swinging his arms charge. Bison's from Street Fighter Alpha 2. Huh, that was easy. Bison's difficulty seems to be absolutely random. He's either the toughest bastard or just easy. In this case, he's as tough as getting into a smart car. Yeah, you gotta contort yourself into a human bowling ball, but it's not quite as difficult as getting into the backseat of the car of that woman who smiled at you at Walmart. What? Evil Ryu from SNK vs Capcom Match of the Millennium. The world's most boring man returns to inform us of his love of stale bread. But wait, no. This is his edgier form. This man enjoys burnt toast as his favourite bakery snack. By God! This is the average Evil Ryu, more powerful attacks and a certain degree of viciousness. My advice is to get him at a distance, so he'll start spamming Hadoukens, and he won't stop until you kick him right in his fucking face. Void Incognito, Fighting Lair. Holy shit, this game fucks. Never gave it a go until now, but Jesus, this is great. This should honestly get a re-release. Void is a strange mustached gentleman. A respectable stash, not quite on the Dan Severn level, but respectable nonetheless. The first round is easy enough. The second round is where he gets sneaky. He can switch positions with you mid-move. This doesn't sound too bad until you throw a hit and you end up eating your own hit. It's fucking wild. Luckily, you can catch and punish him during his moves or dodges. He can't switch with you if he's already doing something. And he also can't seem to switch with projectiles. Not too bad, but please, look at this man's super. What am I witnessing here? Azazel from Tekken 6. Look at the size of this bastard. And that's what makes him a pain. Azazel is fucking huge. The stupid Limp Bizkit spinny attack is here, and as tradition since 2, he's got a projectile. All Tekken final bosses seem to. Difference with his is that his is actually a launcher, so good luck dealing with this asshole. It's a good thing his AI is fucking stupid. I just kept hitting him the second he got up, and he seems to enjoy eating it like a bowl of fresh oatmeal. Oatmeal made of my balls. My desire to teabag my enemies only grows. Lubu from Dynasty Warriors. Huh. Turns out Dynasty Warriors started off as a fighting game. I've been informed this Jin is a reoccurring badass in the future games, so it was nice shoving his head up his ass nice and early before I even consider playing those. My mana has some fucking reach. That big ass spear looking thing beats the crap out of my tiny looking spear thing. Luckily, he seems to be into slashing attacks, while I'm perfectly happy just jabbing him to death. Chrysalid from King of Fighters 99. I fucking love Chrysalid. But this fight isn't so bad. AI loves to corner trap you and then just keep chipping away with that fucking hurricane kick. It's his best weapon. Fallen Angel is a sick fucking theme too. It's one of those, I'm gonna get naked and I'm gonna make this fight way harder. Bison from Street Fighter EX2+. Can Bison please fuck off? Him and Jingi are sharing nearly 50% of this whole fucking list. I do have a Street Fighter where I don't have to deal with this bright red buffoon. Oh, the fight? Yes, sir. Nightmare Geese's team from King of Fighters Maximum Impact Regulation A. Javatma isn't the problem. Duke isn't the problem. Geese is the fucking problem. My god. Oh my god. He is fucking evil. Look at this shit. Parries damn near everything. Hits you with the Geese special. Oh man. But I got Athena on my team, so it proved to be lesser a problem than I thought. As soon as you get past the domestic waterfowl-shaped roadblock, you're in the clear. Duke ain't shit without his infinite super bar. Dr. Aro from Power Stone 2. What the fuck was that? This has to be one of the weirdest cunts on this list, and there are some weird cunts on this list. You and your AI partner face down the doctor while he's eating. He's also giant, so you can pick up a giant fruit and chuck it at him while dodging him trying to eat and electrocute you. I don't know what the fuck's going on, man. I didn't even technically beat this guy. My partner took care of it, but fuck it. A win's a win. Oni from Ultra Street Fighter 4. Jesus, he's fucking vicious. We've got a habit of spamming his dash slash thing. I've seen people catch him out of this with grabs, but I'm far too shit for that. Honestly, the biggest pain was actually just getting to him. Goshingen from Burning Rival. This is an unusual one. I don't usually fight the boss twice in the arcade ladder, but it seems I killed him in our first encounter, so this is his ghost. He's okay. It's an early fighting game, so there's some jank, some moves are negative on hit, the chip damage is fucking weird, and please look at those life bars. I was distracted by them throughout the entire run. Krauser from Real Bout 2. Not much to really say. A hoss fight. Charge in, hit each other. You know, for a guy wearing armor, Krauser is proving to be a little bitch boy. Elysium from Soul Calibur 5. I'm gonna end up on scrub quotes with this one, because I'm saying that I don't suck. The character sucks. Soul Calibur 5 has always been mid, but oh my god, fuck this little blonde twink. Where the fuck is my boy Mitsuguri? Why isn't he here? This bitch loves her ground attacks. Legit, if she gets you to the floor, good fucking luck getting back up. Eventually, I resorted to the most childish of tactics, and just shin-kicked her to death. This fight was genuinely infuriating, because fuck the little blonde twink boy. Chizuru Kashiwagi from Aquapaza Aqua Plus Dream Match. Man, this was like a cowboy duel. One fuck up and boom, you're gone. So this chick has a lot going for her. An absurd parry super that can parry other supers, a host of stupid damage specials that can combo into one another, but that can't do shit against the greatest tool in Aquapaza, Dragon Punch. Just like the other boss from this game, its aggression plays against it, and to get a free grab, I used singer Oscar as my assist. She puts on a song and dance which makes the AI sit there and block. You just stroll over and grab her. Very nice. Jirao with glowing eyes from Virtua Fighter 4. Usual Jirao deal. Show at the end of arcade mode, be a total bitch, and then fuck off out of here. Difference is, this time she's got glowing eyes. I'm not really sure the difference between this and the regular Jirao, but I have a feeling this one is a little more vicious. Either way, sent her shiny ass packing to give her time for a long amount of self-reflection. Karai from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Tournament Fighter. There is a lesson here that every fighting game player must learn at some point in their life. Jumping at the enemy over and over again is perhaps not the best idea. This ninja woman has yet to learn this. 9 losses, yeah, I get you're doubting my mockery, but it's only because I didn't realize Mikey is a charge character until midway through. After I figured that out, man, it was just constant flash kicks. She's very quick and attacks at some bizarre ass angles, but she will always go back to that jump. And that's when you get her. Mukai from King of Fighters 2003. I fucking love this fight. Mukai is a tough cunt. Lots of pillars and being turned to stone. A good balance of tough and fair. The kind of fight that just makes you want to charge in, just start wailing at each other. Just Shibata, Ishii, just fucking throwing goddamn forearms for 10 minutes straight. Fry Takayama, that's how we're fucking doing this. Shame about what happened to this poor son of a bitch though. Just fucking jobbed. I'd love a rematch. Jirao from Virtua Fighter 5. Won this by a fluke. See, Jirao was in the process of comboing me out of the ring, but guess who ended up hitting the ground first? See, this Jirao is actually based around Vanessa. Notice how they both have the same stance. It's got a combo, the one that caused it to lose, that rips through your fucking health. Naturally, it's also got Hawk's goddamn swing, which is half health by itself. As I said, I fluked out of this one, but as per usual, I'll take a win when I can get it. Skull Reaper from Superior Soldier. The Grim Reaper this guy ain't. High damage, blistering offense, undone by having weak knees. He's a very cautious boss, yet very aggressive at points, so it just became a case of baiting the AI into doing something silly. It's not the perfect strategy, but shit, it works, don't it? Gilgamesh from Fate Unlimited Codes. Gilgi is fucking quick. For real, nowhere is safe with this guy. His attack covers just about everywhere on the screen, and if he doesn't cover anywhere, he'll zip over to you. Get in close and you'll end up in a big ass combo, keep your distance and you'll end up in a big ass combo. There is nowhere safe. And then when he wins, he stands on you and he laughs at you. That's why I fucking love this guy. Ryofo from Shin Koihime Otome Taisen Sangoku Kushi. Ah, Japan and making everything anime girls. This time it's Romance of the Three Kingdoms, and I'm fighting this chick. She's not got too much going for her outside of high damage, but I also figured out how assist and EX moves work in the game mid-match, so take this one with a grain of salt. It's probably easier than I thought it was. Just keep chucking EX moves at her and she'll eventually just fucking die. JP from Street Fighter 6. This was the single most annoying boss to get to. I had to beat fucking World Tour mode. Fuck World Tour mode. Wasting my time. The final part of this game is a fucking gauntlet, ending with a fight you can throw. Very nice. Then it's down to JP. This old kook immediately engages in one of my favorite dream hobbies. Child endangerment. Fucking chat. The actual fight is just a loop of using items to bolster yourself and then chucking out whatever moves have armor. God bless Marissa's moveset. Either way, I like this old Christopher Lee looking dude. Got some good fuck you I'm rich vibes from him. Tamaki from Aquapazza Aqua Plus Dream Match. Christ. Why is there so many fighters based around visual novels? What's the relation? Anyway, at the end of the game, I find myself fighting a small lowly and the devil herself. This bitch in black, holy fuck. I don't know who she is, but she put the fear of God in me. She has this crazy fucking super where she German suplexes you thrice in a row before spinning you by the foot and destroying your health bar. She's got a Rugal dash move where she grabs your head and fucking crushes it. It's fucking nuts. Luckily, she's too aggressive. She'll just keep jumping into DPs until... You little cunt! That's right, this little cunt lowly brings her back to half health so the fight can continue. It was like a fucking jump scare the first time it happened. The DP thing, after finding the correct rhythm, worked perfectly. Sagat from Street Fighter. What a fucking crapshoot. Just ran my thumb across the bottom right of the controller until specials came out. That's the way to go. A brain dead way to win a jank piece of shit. Metal Sonic from Sonic the Fighters. Lots of furry crap on this list, huh? I'm with Guile Wincourt on this one. This game ain't half bad. Metal Sonic is the final boss. He's of course got a beam attack, fuck you, a bullshit grab that for some reason I just can't fucking counter, fuck you, and he is quick, fuck you. The game tends to have quick characters anyway, it's a Sonic game, but Metal Sonic is even fucking quicker. Post defeating him, you get a quick skirmish with Eggman. Why wasn't he the final boss? Poor Eggman. Mizuki from Samurai Shodown 2. Fun fact, this fight is easier without using special moves. At least with Jubei anyway. Easier to keep track of all the bullshit going on screen. She turned me into a pig. Which honestly really wasn't much of a change to reality. The ping-ponging me about, however, wasn't very happy about that. Cheeky bitch. Angelina Avalon from Arcana Hearts 2. This is why I hate kids. Now this is technically the sub-boss of the game, but she was originally the final boss of Arcana Hearts 2, but that's changed with the update. Arcana Hearts 2 is difficult to find, so this is my compromise. This little bitch got her mum backing her up, who can just appear behind you and boot you across the fucking screen. She got a super that drops a fucking building on you and... Jesus, the mix-ups. She can throw out delayed projectiles that hit multiple times. While that's going on, the little bitch can charge in, and to follow up, mum can sweet chin music you right in the back of the head. And that kick does a shitload of damage too. This is not the first time I punched out a child in front of its mother, and it won't be the last. Orochi from King of Fighters 97. He isn't difficult, I just played like shit that day. I kept falling into the exact same traps like a dumb fuck. No matter, he's still pretty easy for a KOF boss. Not quite as aggressive as previous bosses, which is his big weakness. He don't have that it factor. He's not trying to hurt you, he's trying to defend himself. He's got these big lightning barriers that drop down, a teleport, and a damn near insta-kill super, but if you're not trying to kill, you're not that much of a challenge. Meh. Psycho Bison from Street Fighter EX2+. This stage is so fucking ugly, man. Bison himself is aggressive and quick, Bison's super form in the EX games always has this electric attack. He splits himself in two and tries to catch you in the middle. If he does, you can't jump out of it if you're already stuck in the middle. You just have to sit there and eat it. He throws out Psycho Crushers like a fucking madman and... Okay, like, the fight's tough, but I can't get past this hideous stage. Serious Mr. Karate from SVC Chaos. Oh, Jesus, he's a bastard. Charges in, beats the shit out of you ASAP. Mega bastard. His speed and ruthlessness is what makes him a challenge. That weird stomp move has a really confusing range as well. I don't quite understand it. It can take a little time to figure out where you're safe. And by then he's built a super that is unblockable. He charges over and slaps you like an angry pimp. All fit from Real Bout Fatal Fury 2. Al is just a normal arcade ladder fight. But that being said, this is also a Fatal Fury game, so he's still pretty fucking tough. Final Bison from Street Fighter Alpha 3. Meh. I thought worse. His super is a pain, it's basically an insta-kill. And it's annoying he's a one and done. Weirdly, he seems to love his slide attacks. I had more trouble with this than I did with the insta-kill. At least I can see that coming, but this fucker defines physics whenever the move takes him.
Men trade blows on the battlefield. They know they are nothing more than foot soldiers, yet they fight with everything they have. Their pride and willpower course through them, allowing them to achieve something far beyond themselves. Then they see these guys coming over the hill and scream, "Ah, shit."
Choreo from The Last Blade 2. How does this guy see? He's got a combo that'll damn near wipe your health out and he fucking loves using it. Just stomps on over, grabs you by the weave, whips you to the ground and has his way with you. His size makes him an easy target, but he makes up for that by being way quicker than he should be. Plus he kept shooting me with a bow and arrow point blank, which is a kinda Chad move. I say because having big breasts isn't great for being an archer. Using this logic means that he has weak pecs for such a big guy, undersized pecs. Knowing this, it makes the fight easier. Kukri from SNK Tag Team Heroines Frenzy. Hypothetically, if I had played this game, which I haven't, I'd say this fight was way too tough for this game. From what I've heard, because I've never played this game or owned it, the rest of this game is super easy. It's like Baby's first fan service fighter. But then suddenly the man with no face shows up and proceeds to kick the living shit out of you. Man is so quick and somehow tags with himself, which doesn't seem fair. Like if it was 2-on-1, that's cool and all, but you are your own perfect partner, even if you don't feel like it sometimes. Remember how important it is to trust yourself. Then you can beat the shit out of Japanese idols and trans girls. This all being said, I've never even played this game, never heard of it. What's SNK? A fighting game? What's that? I've never heard of them. Japan? What is Japan? Never heard of that. Genets from King of Fighters 96. So the first time round, I cheesed my way through this one. I thought it was fitting to give the good priest another go, because I honestly thought it wasn't fair. I screwed him out of a higher place on the list, and with Genets' rep, I thought he deserved it. But then he put on this performance. Like, it's not terrible, but I was honestly expecting him to make it up to Beast. Terry's not projectiles proved to be the great decider here. They can go right through those fucking tornadoes and catch Genets right in the holy vegetables. Zion the Unborn. I thought this was all based around animals. What the fuck is that thing? Dante from Devil May Cry makes a guest appearance to beat the shit out of me for 25 minutes. As a human, he's fine. As a creature, he's horrific. He's a fucking Catherine Wheel of decimation, slicing and dicing his way through your health. It happens so quick that you forget to block and instead try to mash like a fucking dipshit. His main combo is a mix-up too, proving to be a total bitch to deal with. Alpha from Dead or Alive 4. I fucking knew this was coming. I remembered how much of a pain in the ass this green fuck is. Lightning speed and long ass combos ripping through you like a fart in an elevator. The OG clone of Kasumi is a fucking bitch to deal with. It all comes down to a series of lucky hits. Can you stop her onslaught before she fucking destroys you? Her grab is of special note. That thing does a stupid amount of damage. Sure, it gives you some distance to recover, but that doesn't really make a fucking difference when she can teleport. Zarak from Weapon Lord. I know the SNES is a classic and all, but fuck me, is it the king of jank-ass fighting games. The first few matches were just a blitz of me screaming, "What the fuck is happening?" And then I realized jump kick, duck kick worked pretty well. I still got hit by the exact same 5-hit combo he did over and over again, but I managed to slowly chip him away. After he beheaded me, like 6 fucking times. Either way, after a lot of trial and effort, I eventually managed to chip him down and get the win. Lord Wizard from the Killing Blade. Well, that's a stupid name. The Wiz tries to be a cheap SNK boss, but barely gets about halfway there. He's got some stupid OP things, his air fireballs, his weird fire breath thing, and he can go invisible, and that fucking spin kick, but you can also just projectile spam him and prevent him from moving. And if he manages to make his way over to you with the spin kick, which he will, just block it and punish. It's a fairly easy strategy, but there is one big thing that makes me hate this boss. His attacks are like old people fucking. They take forever. Everything is a goddamn 10-hit combo, so it feels like I have time to go and make myself a 4-course meal in the time it takes before he's finally finished with his attack. Blaze from Mortal Kombat Armageddon. I fully admit, this was bullshit. After giving it a try as Scorpion, I switched over to the undead Liu Kang, because I had a feeling a really dumb strategy was gonna work. Blaze has a habit of eating every jump kick I threw out there. My only issue is, while using Scorpion, I had nothing to follow it up with, and probably ate shit the moment he got back to his feet. So I instead switched to Liu Kang, because I knew that those quick nunchuck attacks would interrupt anything that he throws out. He's got a teleport that never hit me, an infuriating rolling attack, and a grab, but that's about it. Either way, I unleashed a full can of spam upon him, and was greeted with the reused animation. Yeah, that's very Mortal Kombat Armageddon. Onslaught from Marvel vs. Capcom. This one is down to me. I played like shit. For some reason, the few brain cells I have couldn't group together to realize that this asshole just charges his way back and forth across the screen constantly. It's another big boy boss, thankfully the last one I'll encounter on this list. I've never seen the appeal in these. I'd rather fight a motherfucker my size rather than some giant dude. It's just less fun. He's also got some minion summoning shit going on. It's annoying as hell, but I've dealt with far worse. Zankuro from Samurai Shodown 4. Holy shit, that was a surprise. Amakusa was fucking easy, but then Giga Chad Zankuro showed up and sliced that fucking too. Shit, he's so cool. His coolness was actually distracting. A rough fight, but an enjoyable one. AI felt fair, and he just seemed like a tough opponent in comparison to the arcade ladder. Zankuro himself is a beast of a man. Slow, but his attacks will tear you to ribbons. Classic David vs. Goliath shit. Not gonna lie, I timed this guy out. Then Genjiro showed up and I forgot how cool Zankuro was, and promptly fled because... look at him! Amakusa from Samurai Shodown. One does not beat Amakusa. One simply times him out. Yeah, this asshole won't fucking stay still. He's constantly jumping, teleporting, and basically running away from you the whole fight. Even into the final round. Bro, just stand and fight with me. Stop being a pussy. This is not the behavior of an OG SNK boss. This is the behavior of a little bitch boy. Kazuya Mishima from Tekken 7. Ah, the climactic duel between father and son. It's still really fucking cool, even after Hayachi's survival has been revealed. Our favourite Mishima family pastime of trying to murder each other continues into Tekken 7. Kazuya starts the fight as his usual charming self, before eventually going full devil and becoming somehow more of an asshole. It's only this final portion of the fight that's difficult. Narratively, it's very clever to show how little Heihachi has left in him by giving him this depleted life bar. You still technically have a full one, it's just reduced down and it makes it look like it's a lot worse than it actually is. Annoyingly, it also makes it very fucking difficult to tell how close to death I actually am. Kaz has this annoying ass power up where he'll get armor on everything until he throws out a rage drive. This section of the fight was where I kept fucking dying. It's still a cool ass fight, but it's piss annoying. Omega Rugal from King of Fighters 98. This was actually quite fun. It's tense, challenging, and as always, fuck Rugal. Probably the fairest and least frustrating of all the Rugal bosses, yet he's as ruthless as ever. But it feels a lot more balanced here. Rather than it being a total bullshit fight, it feels like my losses were down to my mistakes, rather than Pedo Stash just being totally unfair. The stage and theme are suitably intense for a fight of this caliber. Ain't it weird how the canon weakest boss of KOF is usually the hardest? As a weird side note, I managed to do a hell of a lot of damage by just projectile spamming with the Ori. Look at this absurd shit. It goes on for the entire round. Like, I still lost, but it was funny. Stealth Jural from Virtua Fighter 4. This is fucking trippy. It's just a Jural fight, except she's translucent. This makes it very fucking difficult not to hit her, but to see what attack she's throwing out. It's not helped by the moving background, which further blurs her actions. Oh fuck this, I'm being too polite with this. Fuck this bullshit. She beat the fuck out of me. I'm now robophobic. Fuck this bitch, fuck Kagemaru, and fuck his whole lineage. I ended up getting lucky with Vanessa's godlike hook, taking her down. Oh. You know when you take your socks off and scratch where they were tight on you? It's like that. Same satisfactory. Ro from Galaxy Fight. Huh. Never seen a secret boss easier than the final boss. Weird. This old fuck, don't know his deal, enjoys chucking out as many attacks as possible in the shortest amount of time, but it leaves him open whenever he pauses. Or you can just lob a projectile at him when he's meandering his way across the screen. The only real bullshit he has is this fucking grab attack where it's just impossible to wrestle out of. Shit eats my health like a stoner with a packet of Cool Ranch Doritos. Justice from Guilty Gear. The beams. My god, the beams. Justice has the red beam slicing across the screen. And her super. The mega fucking beam. On block, it wipes out potentially 40% of your health. On hit? Fuck knows, it killed me every time. Her insta is great. Grabs you by the face and drags you into fucking space. From a distance, she is queen. But up front, she ain't jack or shit. All of Justice's best shit works in a mid to long range. Up close, she'll eat whatever you throw out. AG from DX Herd. Oh, sup AG? Back to be a secret boss, huh? I feel like he's at an advantage on the account of him being the fucking man. He's just AG but with souped up damage and a real vicious streak. Kinda reminds me of Ryo showing up for Fatal Fury Special, except it's kinda less cool. Dark Kenji from Axel City. Oh goddamn, what the fuck? First we get this dope ass side scrolling part. No, for real, this is just really cool. And then a ninja with huge tits, and then Zato too. This guy, man, he's got some fucking moves. His first phase is typical for the game, another arcade ladder fight. Then suddenly he goes full psycho and unleashes fire and brimstone. From this point on, the horseshit is unleashed. A projectile that's slow enough to lock you in place while he fucks you in the face, and a rapid pace unable to seize in any case. This is a fight you win by just winning. You gotta persevere and unleash everything you've got. Only then can you become John Axel City. Orochi from King of Fighters 98 Ultimate Match. Well, if it isn't another god crawling back for another round. Yay, just about the same here. Nice to see they made his AI a little more aggressive, but it does fall for some silly block strings. Like this one with the Ori. I'm always gonna wish Orochi was a tougher fight. This guy can't seem to catch a break. I feel like this fight should be making me throw things, froth at the mouth, shit, piss, and cum at the same time. But every time I fight him, I'm just whelmed. Fernandez from Waku Waku 7. What the fuck? What the fuck is that? Projectile spam worked just fine, it was just a matter of getting far enough away to use it. This weird fucking thing pinballs its way across the stage, bouncing and charging everywhere. While stunned by what I was seeing, I proceeded to lose 14 times in a row. Not because I am bad, but because I was stunned by the sentient bowling ball that was in the process of grinding my face into pure mush. Cheeky little bastard also has an insta-kill super. A weird boss from one of SNK's weirdest games. Geese Howard from Real Bout Fatal Fury. My god, the final fight between Terry and Geese reduced to Terry crouching and waiting until time ran out. Attacking him was pretty much a no-go with his fucking predictable parry. So I was forced to play as defensively as possible. Waiting until he tried something and then punishing. Sometimes. I still got my ass beat until timing him out was the only option. Gotta love infinite stages, huh? Honestly, from here on out, and stoop to the dirtiest tactics in the game. If they ain't fighting fair, why should I? Sho Shinjo from Battle Arena Toshinden. This might be the luckiest win I ever got. he managed to wring himself out twice. Twice! And he was kicking my ass too. The emulator is struggling with this game and is slowing down and speeding up whenever it wants, forcing me to go on the defensive until the speed dies down. I was at a disadvantage anyway. I'll take a sneaky win. He's got my exact moveset but better. He's the Virgil to my Dante. If I got single fireballs, he's got double. If I've got a DP, he's got a better one. Maybe I do have these things, but I also don't know how to play the fucking game, so you know, whatevs. Exor from War Gods. Thank fuck for this game's crazy ass damage scaling, because if not for it, I wouldn't have won this. Exor looks like he dropped out the Sphinx's nose, and he hits like it. I don't know what that means. I was very tired when I wrote that. He's got all the classic horseshit, a projectile that hits thrice while in the air, a teleport, and this fucking thing. I hate this move. It's fucking horrific, and I hate it, and its whole goddamn lineage. Speaking of which, what is this asshole even a god of? Geese Howard from King of Fighters Neo Wave. That was weird. He's tough as fuck, don't get me wrong, he just has one weakness. For some reason, he's another one that doesn't deal well with Yori's fireball. Locked him into it and the deal was done. This game low-key sucks anyway. There's weird delays on inputs and it just feels wrong. It's difficult to describe, it's like a few milliseconds out of sync. And why is it young geese? Like, it's not a problem. I love my L'Oreal because he's worth it geese, but why not just regular geese? Or nightmare geese? Or some kind of really fucked up geese? Yo, fuck it, lady geese. Thanks for the image, All-Stars, you fucking time drain, rest in peace. Oh yeah, he's got this ridiculous DP that was kicking my ass until I decided I wanted to win. Geese Howard from Real Bout Fatal Fury 2. Okay, last geese fight for now. I ain't got much to say about this, it's just the same as the first Real Bout fight. No infinite stage though, so I was forced to be a little more aggressive. Also, check out the samurai style pic of geese in the back. Like, did he have that shit commissioned? Why is geese such a fucking weeb? Red Arima from SVC Chaos. Getting to this fight is the worst bit, so you need to get through 7 fights leading up to the sub-boss without losing a round. Same as Athena? Not too bad. But you have to win a fight by block damage. I think, because I did that and it didn't work. Then I had to drop around and win one by block damage. Nope. And then I just decided to abuse save states. Instead of winning one round with block damage, I won all of them with it. This meant I had to win each and every fight with the enemy by making them block a super or a special. This took hours. I have chosen to not figure out how long. Let's just say I tried to do this fight very early on in the original boss fight list, and it ended up being second to last. This was bullshit. Anyway, never has someone had to work so hard to get to hell. Shouldn't it be fucking easy? The actual fight is fucking chaos. Red can chuck out a shitload of minions to cover all routes towards him. While that's going on, he's chucking out fireballs. On top of that, he occasionally swoops down. You need to get in close to beat him. A move like Burn Knuckle is best for closing the gap, but goddamn, the timing of it and the dodging is a pain in the dick. True Lotus Master from Martial Masters. Like steroids have existed since the Qing fucking dynasty. This roidy Magoo motherfucker with the admitted very nice headwear is the true Lotus Master, the more alpha version of regular Lotus Master. And he's got that roid rage going because fuck does he just charge you down and start trying to crisp Benoit your ass. Check out this insane super where he'll levitate in the air and just start spitting flowers down at you. Never have I ever hated getting flowers so much. Not that I often get flowers. Ever. His other attacks mainly consist of an onslaught of regular combos. Luckily, as I found with a lot of aggressive bosses, he's wide open to a quick sweep or a burn knuckle equivalent. The masterful Master Huang has both of these. Zankaro from Samurai Shodown 3. God, Zankaro is cool. A pretty nice fight, really. He's just a big tough bastard, nothing flashy. The second win he got at the end was really cool, even though I put his ass down like damn near immediately. One of the most enjoyable of these fights. I like the ones where it's just two dudes beating the shit out of each other until someone drops. No strategy, just pure unga bunga shit. I'm a man absent of brain cells. Overall, dope fight. Twin Tartars from the Killing Blade. This was an AI has decided it wants to win kind of fight. Easy enough until the enemy decides to go ham every so often and mutilate your life bar, all to get those precious fucking quarters. Other than that, relatively easy. Wait till his tornado drags you in. That's when you launch your attack. You just keep blocking and then just steal a couple of hits. I use projectiles and anti-airs to keep him at a distance while waiting for the two of them to make a mistake. Pretty mid-boss for a pretty mid-game. Goodman from NeoGeo Battle Coliseum. Fuck me, that was desperate. Goodman is a fucking onslaught of constant attack. Brief moment after you block his big purple drop-down projectile, he's wide open. It also slowly pushes you towards him, meaning you can build up a super and the second he goes for another drop-down, hit that fucker. Don't fuck up though, because the purple flame tower kicks your ass back to the other end of the stage. He's got a deflector as well, but if you pick your moments right, you can pick him to pieces. For a final boss of a game that has some tough fucking bosses, he's not too bad. He's just kinda another Ignis. Kagami from The Last Blade. Man, First Form loves his DPs. Real fucking vicious. One of those one strike and you're out deals, which is actually the bit that makes him a pain. Love them save states. His second phase he starts floating, but is somehow easier. There also seems to be a big swirling portal in the sky, but we ain't fussed about that. My advice is to keep moving. He doesn't tend to combo, he just goes for big hits. I found jumping a heavy strike catches him 7 out of 10 times, so you can slowly chip away at him until he finally fucks off out of existence. You can also wait until he just throws out one of those DPs and take advantage. I like his drip though. Jazu from Kizuna Encounter. He's quick, he's fast, if you ain't careful he'll fuck you in the ass. This birdie cunt was a fair challenge, but the weird thing was his super. It does a shitload of damage, he just never uses it. Weird. The move that was the biggest pain in the ass was his Muda attack. This thing extends high enough that it can operate as an anti-air. He's got a dumbass rolling attack that can catch you. I don't know, he's not that deep, he's a bird man, what do you expect? Goemon from Shogun Warriors. The fuck is Ryu doing in this weapons fire? Like, no, for real, this guy operates just like Ryu, and in such a bare bones game as this, it can be devastating. He's got Hadouken, a Tatsu, and I didn't see a Shoryuken, but I assume there's one hidden around somewhere. This guy has some serious speed, blasting around the screen like a hamster with a firework up his ass. Though this could just be in comparison to my very fucking slow self. Either way, it became a game of poking and catching him in the air with a kick. Not very interesting, but hell, there's worse games on here. Warlock from Cyberbot's Full Metal Madness. I don't think I know how to play this game. I was confused by the final boss 3 times. I thought Shade was the final boss. I thought Jin was the final boss. No, it's this dude. This mech riding douchebag was easily the easiest of the 3. He's got this circle beam which has a lightsaber ignition noise as it starts up that it usually misses. Doubling himself up is a pain in the ass. You can end up between them and get fucked. His super kinda sucks though, it's just a big circle, it's very easy to dodge. Other than that, he's the usual high damage block all the time kind of deal. This was before I learned the art of Grapple Central. Victor Ortega from Ring of Destruction. Punching Big Vic right in his big dick. He's kind of a big Triple H looking dude, and like Try himself, he will bury you. This fight comes down to recognizing his pattern. The blue ball attack he throws out leaves him open to a grapple every time. This is another game I didn't really understand how to play, so again, major disadvantage. Felden from Galaxy Fight. Oh my god, this stage, Jesus fuck. MAME can't handle it and neither can I. I firmly believe it wouldn't have taken half as long if I wasn't looking at this perpetual eyesore. Anyway, this is some weird flame-haired gentleman who chucks out projectiles. About it. He zips about a fair amount, but he keeps forgetting to block low. Devil from Tekken 2. Strange. I don't remember Devil being a grappler. This fight has lived rent-free in my mind since I was a kid, but I remember the music being different. Maybe it's just the PS1 port, but I'm fairly certain there was a different theme to this fight. Anyway, Devil can crush your health in 3 hits if he wants to. He's got his infamous beams, the standing beam which you just duck under, very easy to punish, and his jumping beam which you gotta dash forward and get under him. You then jump and kick and boom, there's some damage for you. The sad thing is, AI is smart enough to know not to throw them out all that often. You from Taekwondo. I'm enjoying this Taekwondo game. It makes a nice break from all the insanity of regular fighting games. It's just a nice normal tournament. I've been slowly making my way through the brackets. I've only knocked out 1 opponent. The rest I've beaten in points. It's a respectful martial art, each opponent showing admiration and sportsmanship with every fight. Look at them bow. And now here I am, the World Finals. And holy shit, what the fuck, security, holy fuck, what a start to a fight. You can't dodge that first combo either. You is, to put it bluntly, a fucking dick. I can't read Japanese, so I have no idea what his major malfunction is, but it's definitely not his footwork. This is a desperate fight. You're constantly on the back foot, and the only way to win is blood for the blood god. Luckily, I've watched that one Joe Rogan kick video a bunch, so I won. Eternal Champion from Eternal Champions. God damn, this was an epic. This guy has like 6 phases. Each time you take him down, his soul leaves his body and he comes back in a different flashing colour. And the fight continues. You only have to win 1 round, but that round is an endurance test against the 6 phases. Luckily, they don't seem to change up all that much about him. I think it's supposed to be element related. I might have just been kicking his ass too quickly, but you know, it is what it is. But I think it's a genuinely great idea. Imagine this in the modern day with more powerful hardware. I reckon it could be something really fucking cool. Anyway, I've mentioned the best strategy to deal with him. Grapples, bullying. So yeah, it's very satisfying. Gil from Street Fighter 3 Second Impact. All he really does is jump at you and throw out the front kick, but fuck, those projectiles are so annoying. They're 2 hits, so your projectile won't fucking block them. They'll just take 1 hit off and the rest will just fucking glide on through. And then if you can get him to low health and he's got full meter, you're fucked. Goddamn resurrection! It brings him back to 100 so he can continue to beat the ever-loving fuck out of you. God damn, this guy's worse than Charles Manson. Clone Zero from King of Fighters 2000. Nice mustache, asshole. Fake Zero is way tougher than normal Zero, and it's all down to his fucking full-screen super. Fuck this undodgeable bastard. It is a crap load of chip damage, and the worst bit, all it takes is a few hits for him to refill that bar. So the cycle repeats until eventually you win somehow. I can't explain it. I either got sick of fighting me and decided to let me win, or I just got lucky. This fight, like Silver from Bariki 1, feels like it could have been way worse. Anyway, here he is getting lasered. The General from Don Kuga. Okay, so this was cathartic. I did the original General fight first. This is a little updated one. They made him a lot easier. Yeah, you can stick in the corner and uppercut him every time he jumps in. You can get consistent hits on him. I don't want to say too much here. You'll see this bastard again later in the list. Just remember this, okay? Remember that face. And then come back here and appreciate what Taito did. Princess Sissy from Matra Melee. What the fuck was that? In every single one of these lists, there's always some motherfucker that comes out of nowhere and is randomly really fucking tough. This time it's Princess Sissy. Alright, so hear me out. Notice this move here where this big Chungus guy appears and backhands me. This move erases the hitbox on her legs, so you can't hit through it, meaning the easy sweep is out of the game. This single move is what makes Sissy such a bitch to deal with, because it's also really hard to jump over. She can also throw out these frogs that will guard break you, which is immediately followed up by previously mentioned Chungus. And to top it all off, the timer is now a fucking stand power for her. Why? Because she can time you out so easily, to the point that I won this by getting 2 consecutive timeouts. And it wasn't intentional. This cunt, this little cunt narrowly escaped Papa Double Digits' belt. Ogar from Voltage Fire. I've decided that me eating soup while playing accounts for some of these losses. Anyway, this weirdly BDSM dressed gentleman's main bread and butter, I also had that with the soup, is fire attacks and teleports. His projectiles have huge gaps under them, and mine are a little quicker, so that was an easy way to chip down some health. His teleport is fucking weird. He teleports twice in a row before flaming on as a little finale, and he has a mega punch that blasts him across the screen. He's got a lot of wind up before his attacks, so they're fairly easy to see coming. The only struggle comes from how much fucking damage he does. 1 hit and he immediately takes a life lead. If it wasn't such good soup, I would have been more pissed. Wyler from Art of Fighting 3. This guy looks and sounds like a jobber, but he hits like a fucking truck. Basic attacks take off 1/4 health. Intense. I don't really want to give him a decent rating on account of who's this guy, but Shit, he put up a hell of a fight. Wyler's grab just fucking yeets you across the goddamn screen like a sack of shit, taking off a shitload of health, and to top it off, he can literally slap your projectiles out of the way. I'm not gonna lie, that felt embarrassing. Dizzy from Guilty Gear X. Fuck you, Dice. This peace-loving cunt can wipe out half your health in 3 moves. Any blocked attack is usually followed up by the tapeworm. God, I hate the tapeworm. Her super does stupid fucking damage, especially the goddamn beam attack. And what is with this horseshit of her coffin super? I wasn't even in the fucking circle! She's constantly chucking a variety of projectiles at you from each and every direction, but you know what? I'm not even mad. Because Jesus, her theme fucks. King Leo from Savage Rain. Oh fuck, his design sucks. Not gonna lie, probably the least interesting boss in this tier. He's quick, he hits hard, it's the usual deal. But what the fuck is with this outfit? Why does he wear boxing gloves and use a sword? How does he grab the sword with boxing gloves on? I have so many questions. Weird thing with this dude is his overhead is also an anti-air, which I kinda get, but it still feels like some bullshit. His triple axe throw is also a pain in the fucking ass. This guy was pretty close to going up a tier, but sadly for him, I eventually pulled it out of the bag. And to be honest, Eagle, the fight before him, was way tougher than him. Krauser from Fatal Fury 2. Finally a decent Krauser. Jumping is out of the question. Luckily after a hard knockdown, he'll 90% of the time go to throw a projectile. Burn Knuckle can catch him. The pain in the ass is knocking him down in the first fucking place. Gotta watch out for those low projectiles too, they are fucking quick. Honestly, I'm just happy for such a polite man to finally get a good boss fight.
You were good. You fought well.
His theme is fucking cool, and so is his stage. There's a lot to like about Geese's brother, it's just... why was his only good fight his first one? It's almost like the further back we go, the worse the fights are gonna get. Oh fuck. Bison from Street Fighter Alpha. What a pain in the ass. This Bison is just pure unga bunga, charge at you and try to fuck you. High damage but nothing absurd, easy to catch with air throws. I'm not usually a Chun-Li player, but everyone in Alpha has a different final boss, so this was my compromise. Now you could say I'm just making excuses, because I am. Hayachi Mishima from Tekken. Jesus, the damage scaling. The youngest Hayachi is throwing some fucking hits. I notice he's got Jack's sound effects, which is kinda weird, but he seems to have his own moveset. He does also, though, seem to have Paul's Punch, which takes off a massive chunk of your health. He is a blocking king. Jesus, this dude will keep his defenses up before unleashing hell. The thing is, with how slow this game is, it becomes a contest of blocking until finally one of you makes a mistake, then the other one can just rip into them. Honestly, it's not as frustrating as you think it would be. But Christ, it took a lot longer than I thought it would. Ryo Sakazaki from Fatal Fury Special. Hidden bosses are cool, and this is the first crossover in fighting game history, making it one of the most important boss fights of all time. Not too tough a fight, Ryo is just decent AI. It's a fun fight, feels like the computer wanted to earn your money rather than just take it like most of these fights. Nightmare Geese from King of Fighters 2002 Unlimited Match. God damn it, just like real life, I find myself in a constant attack by waterfowls. Geese motherfucking Howard is back, this time hidden away in challenge mode. Thanks to this Reddit user for letting me know about this. This is Geese going full ham. He's got a certain combo he likes to throw out that just smashes you against the fucking ground. It's like the AI is having a race with itself, trying to set a new personal record of your destruction. As the current occupant of the top spot on the list, I expect nothing less. Karate Kenji from Fight Fever. Breaking news, this karate expert thought he was hot shit on fine china, but he was really cold diarrhea on a paper plate. Karate Kenji is his name, and spamming the same 2 special attacks over and over again is his game. Luckily, this is one of the ones that becomes predictable, and it becomes the task of slowly breaking down his attacks and locating those moments where you can slip in and punish. This is made a little more difficult because this game is some good old janky shit. Shin Akuma from Street Fighter EX Plus Alpha. Help me. I see him everywhere. At the supermarket, at my job, when I was getting a colonoscopy, he was the fucking doctor. This man, he won't let me breathe. He won't let me see. He won't let me live. I cannot imagine a day without him, and that's not a nice thought. Honestly, I'm running out of things to say about fighting Akuma. Most of them are just down to formula at this point. Zhao Long from Rabbit. I apologize about the graphical glitch on screen. The Saturn emulator didn't like me using save states, so I didn't have to sit through its awful loading screens. The glitches weren't the worst thing about this fight. This goddamn robot is a fucking horse. It can ruin your health in a few simple hits. It will shove you into the corner to beat you down quicker than an angry Smash player, typing a full-length paragraph of hatred because you called it a party game. Which it is. Worst of all, it has an install. This weird attack sucks you in and steals one of your beast orbs. This thing then goes haywire and becomes super aggressive and gains armor. His attack triples and, well, fuck. Even if you block it, it takes quarter of your health. This thing is fucking evil. The rest of the game was so chilled out, and then this fucker wanders into the room, slams its robo cock onto the table, and asks who's first. Tough motherfucker. Geese Howard, Fatal Fury. Geese fucking Howard. Mighty crime boss. Weak to hot punch. This actually isn't too bad. Biggest pain is, like his brother, actually scoring a knockdown on him in the first place. Once you've done that, the fight is over. You just keep spamming him with whatever special fits the best. I used Burn Knuckle. As with every Geese, his parry is his biggest threat, and consider this would have been the first time a lot of people encountered a parry in a fighting game, so I bet some poor chum's brain got melted before Geese robbed him of all his parents' hard-earned cash. There is some weird jank with his jumping kick, where it still hits as it descends upon you. That's fine, I should have blocked, but it just looks really weird. Either way, he's the OG, the first SNK boss, and for that we show respect to him. My balls have shriveled in fear for your honor, Mr. Howard. Bison from Street Fighter 2. Ah, the original Melvin. Biggest pain in the dick was that goddamn stomp attack. Every 5 seconds his asshole is soaring overhead and crashing down on my one brain cell. He can fucking chain the front flips attacks into another. It's horrendous. Shin Knight from Fighting Lair. We got him, boys. We finally got him. As it turned out, he can only be fought if you have the first version of Fighting Lair. I had version FTL 3. You need version FTL 0. Cheers to Gal Wingquote for that one. This fight begins with a fucking QTE, which I passed with flying colours. And then, you get this little secret hidden away in a rapidly blowing up castle. The big man himself does frankly stupid damage. Each swipe is like a punch from Chuck Norris right to the throat. The way to beat him is the same as the regular Knight. You gotta time your hits to interrupt his attacks. After that you can run over and throw him. Easier said than done, because now the timing is way fucking tighter. Eventually, I pulled that shit off and had the most delightful of wanks. Sailor Uranus from Bishōjo Senshi Sailor Moon S. Jōgai Rantō, Shuyaku Son Datsusuten. Uranus. This game is legendary for being broken as fuck, and it more than lives up to it. Every opponent you fight gets a little more health than you until this bitch gets like 1.5 life bars. She only seems to have like 2 moves, a command grab where she shifts across the screen, and a frankly infuriating ground projectile. The way to go in destroying Uranus is to keep hitting her during her charge, best done with a projectile. If you fail to do that, get Izuna dropped. Duel from Virtua Fighter 3 TB. Of all fucking stages, it had to be the uneven raft on water. Damn near impossible to grapple fuckers on this one. Jesus, they really stepped up the game with this Duel. Model 3 is a real ass kicker. She's got some blinding fucking speed, and Jesus, she got a real vicious streak too. She's also on point with her evading, slipping and sliding like a lubed up. Well, exactly what she looks like. Zell from Jingi Storm. Jesus fuck, what an animal! This is a Virtua Fighter style game. Why the fuck has this asshole got projectiles? And this frankly evil grab. Who allowed this? This huge motherfucker gets a big kick out of firing this tiny projectile at your feet that just rips through your health bar. And he's got this weird power up thing where they don't seem to have put a hitbox on it. I don't know, I never took damage when I slipped inside, but it's really distracting. I found the best strategy was to fire off a bunch of punches, attempt to grab it, and then repeat. For some reason it fucked with him and let me steal a win. Magneto from X-Men Children of the Atom. Man, I suck at MVC games. He's got a shield for 70% of this fight, has these weird projectiles that grab onto you like magnets. Oh! He's hypermobile, flying all over the fucking screen. It's like playing ping pong with a fucking bowling ball. Fuck, this fight made me a Holocaust denier. To all sadists out there, don't play this fucking game. This is the worst game on this list. I got it from Matt McMuscle's lists, and I fucking regret it, man. This is awful. Jank plus the usual boss tropes make for a thoroughly unpleasant experience. Insane damage on block, random insta-kills mid-match, fucking stupid high damage. This game had the gall to have him resurrect post-defeat and force me to keep playing the game. Fuck off! This shit is awful! Goldibus from Tech Romancer. And this guy is the who the fuck was that guy for the Capcom list. The whole mech thing is fucking dope though. This guy got 2 phases, one average arcade fight and one fuck you fight. Fuck the second fight, he gets 2 life bars out of it, while I'm left with my original one. And he takes less damage. Oh, and he fucking teleports! Love it when they fucking do that. This fight is actually brutal, this is some SNK shit. Geese Howard from Fatal Fury Wild Ambition. Fuck this game. Fuck this game. I think the sluggishness of the game is actually what makes it difficult. Felt like I was moving through fucking gravy. Geese's AI is also a fucking asshole. Not on the parry front this time, no. For chucking the exact same combo out constantly. Of all the Hyper NeoGeo 64 games, this is the worst. At least the Samurai Shodown ones are funny. This one is just... I don't want to talk about this anymore, let's move on. Piss off Wild Ambition. The Scorpion from Saturday Night Slam Masters. Yo, this dude is fucking cool. Everyone else is a muscle freak, and he comes in like fucking Shibata and kicks the piss out of me. This guy is fucking quick. Unlike all the other slabs of beef in this game, he has speed and agility. I was at a big disadvantage with this one because I didn't really know how to play the game. But shit, Hagar is cool and I wish Scorpion was my dad. Shin Akuma from Capcom vs SNK 2. His speed is fucking absurd. He will just corner you and butt fuck you until death. It's as Shin Akuma should be. Regular Akuma powered up like a motherfucker and twice as vicious. Saw him at the supermarket again. This time he was buying lube, duct tape, and a lot of cucumbers. I live in fear. Every moment of my life is the precipice of terror. Mr. Karate from Art of Fighting. This is one of the fucking OGs. He's tough, speed, aggression, everything you could want in a boss. Chucking a full fucking power projectile at the start of a round. Jesus. He's very fucking tough until you figure out the wall jump kick. He tends not to counter it, he'll either block it or eat that hit. It won't affect your special bar, which makes this plan all the more viable. Unfortunately for us, he's Mr. fucking Karate. Guy's a fucking animal. If he decides he wants to win, he'll win. And he'll do it with 1,000 fucking punches to your face in a split second. I love this guy. The mask is silly, but anyone who walks around in a mask like that is someone you shouldn't fuck with. Especially if they're looking like they're juicing as much as Takuma is. Holy God Earth from Spectral vs. Generation. Another day, another god to beat up. I shouldn't be used to this. This god is a right motherfucker though. The first round, he's nice and chill. I kept winning it by just poking him. The second round, he comes unglued and starts pulling out all kinds of heinous shit. This red lance attack is unblockable, tanks a good amount of health. This goddamn super with the fucking lightning, tanks a good amount of health. This special beam cannon shit that you can't block if you duck for some reason, tanks a shitload of health. This man zips and zags across the screen, but for some reason, on occasion, he'll just keep walking into you. That's where you can stab and stab until your heart's content. Eno from Guilty Gear X2. God, the theme. The theme! Midnight Carnival fucks hard, and so does this fight. Can't go as far as to call Eno vicious, but ruthless she fucking is. The main challenge here comes from her high damage supers, and I'm talking about the small ones, not Megalomania, probably the biggest bastard in this fight. It comes in 3 variations, which Eno can switch up whenever she wants. And I mean, whenever. After it maps itself out, she can potentially change it 3 times before actually launching the attack. On block, it's bad. On hit, you're dead. The only way past it is to dodge it, and even then, she isn't open. She usually blocks right after she's done with it. This sounds bad, but I don't think the AI is particularly smart. It was happy to just sit a decent distance from me and keep eating my projectiles. And it would still attempt to do moves, meaning it just eat that shit until Eno decides she wants to beat the fuck out of me. which, again, is not a bad thing. I like it when women hurt me. Shadow Boy from DX Herd. What the fuck? He's me. But Ginger, why is he kicking the shit out of me? So, compared to my normal twin self, this asshole has attacks that slice down your weapon's health. It breaks it, and you're left with strands and feet to go at him. He's sparking with electricity, and seems to just be a little bit fucking crazy, which makes it all the more infuriating. God help you if you end up on the ground, because he will just square kick you right in the knob. And I'm him. He's kicking himself in the cock. Oh, and not forgetting the horseshit projectiles. He's got a tree of projectiles that can blast you all the way off the stage. Most difficult part though is that he actually knows how to play the game, which I do not. Shit Bison from Street Fighter EX3. God, that lightning attack is a pain in the fucking ass. This is his best fucking weapon. It takes so much chip damage, and he sometimes immediately follows it up with his meteor attack. Fuck this guy. Good thing he eats throws like my fucking ex ate up all my lies. This is 4-on-1, and it wasn't a fair fight. For me. Valkyria from En-Eins Perfeketewelt. I feel like I went to war and never came back. This was pain. I ended up using my keyboard because both my pad and stick weren't working with this game. You can see on screen how well this game runs. Either way, this chick is a beast. She can do a super anytime she wants, and she will fucking do them as much as she damn well pleases. This game has guard break, and her constant onslaught of supers will rip right through it. So what do? We parry. This turned into a desperate struggle. I used one button and the arrows for this fight. I was supposed to parry her overhead super, thereby giving myself enough power meter to fire off a super and hope to God it hit her. It's been a while since I've aimed to time out the opponent, but this chick, I fucking had to, man. This was a battle without honor on both sides. Felt orgasmic to finally fucking beat her though. Ultra Extreme Nagoriyuki from Guilty Gear Strive. Man, fuck getting to this boss. Fuck this shit. You have to reach stage 9 without dropping a single round. Luckily you can drop a match and give it another go, but it's essential that you win both rounds eventually. Nagoriyuki himself is a bastard. Stupid high damage, stupid high defense. He can whittle your health down in a split second if you're not careful. Luckily there's a very sneaky way to beat him. It just takes good timing. It's actually the reason I used the Simp Anji for this. If you fire off his little butterfly projectile, 9 times out of 10, Nagoriyuki will block it. While he's blocking, charge over and grab him. Rinse and repeat. When you reach a corner or are about to, I'd hope to God you get a stun so you can start throwing him the other way. Even then, one slip up basically guarantees your demise. Gargus from Killer Instinct 2. You fucking little gargoyle bitch. This demon god douche from the other side has what amounts to 3 attacks. Leaping fireball, standing fireball, and oh my god he's fucking me up combo. Combine this with a dash and you have a right little bastard to deal with. A little sneaky bit to remember, important for all who want to launch him off the bridge so that he will fall to his death. Hang on, he's got wings. Bro, how are you falling? You have wings, just don't fall. Dude? Anyway, you need to finish the fight with an uppercut or an ultra to launch him off the arena. If you don't, he'll get a little health back and continue with his ultra onslaught. Yoi Orobi from Angel Star Road. What the fucking hell was that? God, this boss is the only one that's actually managed to woo me in real life. My hands and forearms were cramping because I was forced to play on fucking keyboard. Who plays a fighting game on a keyboard? I guarantee if I played on controller, I wouldn't have had this much trouble. It's absurd. As for the boss itself, pure aggression. It knows its tools, and it'll use them to fuck you right in the ass, in the face, in the chest, in the eyes, in the nose. This lady was told that my Dairy Queen was a Waffle House at 3 AM and chose to throw hands. She's got an unblockable beam that she will spam. This fucking dashing horn attack has insane priority, a fucking sliding low, all manner of overheads, including one that shouldn't be an overhead. I was forced into the singular strategy of spamming Burn Knuckle on Wake Up, which barely fucking worked. I've never had to focus so much on one of these fights. I had to fucking stare at that screen. I had to just enter Zen. God. She could have made it all the way up to beast tier if I hadn't used every brain cell I've got. to lock the fuck in. Jesus Christ, that hurt to do. Night Terror from Soul Calibur 3. Holy shit, Nightmare grew wings. This is a fucking monster fight. You only have to win one round, which is nice, but he can destroy you in a matter of moments. If he knocks you down, there is a high chance you aren't getting back up, and if you do, you're probably going to end up getting blasted off the edge of the stage. He has an attack where he flies up and fires a beam down. For fuck's sake, dodge this, because the damage is absurd. I got hit with perfect after perfect. How did I win? Spam. A lucky onslaught of spam. What? Not all of these have surefire strategies, sometimes you just gotta play like your younger brother. Dogma from Dragoon Might. Dogma. Definition. A principle or set of principles laid down by an authority as completely true. He is the authority, and this guy is truthfully bullshit. You've got a dash move that hits low, which I hate and wish I had. A fucking beam that tanked huge portions of health on block. This fire attack, which for some reason has a break in it. Stop blocking and it'll just slip through. It's a good thing he's stupid and will occasionally just attempt to charge you down for the grapple. Slice away at him. Fucking low pan looking ass. Golden Axe from Golden Axe the Duel. Big boy, big fucking boy. I never played the Golden Axe games. I wasn't aware Golden Axe was actually a dude. Crazy. Either way, he's a big bastard Shao Kahn type of motherfucker. He's got the complimentary boss beam, a horrific charge attack, and a general dislike of everything I stand for. I describe his grab as a slapdown, like look at this shit. Axie Boy is also a genuine counter to how I play. I usually default to Death of 1,000 Cuts because I'm a smooth-brained man who isn't able to learn combos. Doesn't really work when the enemy is capable of ripping your health to pieces in a couple of moves. Eventually, I went with the old Grand Projectile strategy to steal the win.
There are some men who will do anything for victory. They will kill. They will torture. They will maim. Battle and pleasure are all the same to them. These are those bastards. Their weapons grow at the pain of their enemies. Its veins pulse as they grip the enemy by the throat. And what the fuck is this, Mr. Didi? I'm not reading that.
No, you're getting paid. You're gonna read it.
What the fuck is this?
Read it. Read my fucking fanfiction.
These are the bastards.
Fucking hell.
Round 2, fight!
NeoGeo from World Heroes Perfect. Oh wow, that was bad. He's so fucking quick and so fucking vicious. He pounces on you and starts shredding away with the claws he stole from cars. This is the only World Heroes final boss worth a shit. The others kinda suck, and the most feared opponent in those games is the tiny judo girl anyway. She terrifies me at like an existential fucking level. I'm fairly certain that NeoGeo reads your inputs. He's constantly throwing out the right thing to turn your face into a fuckhole. I mean, it's either that or it's because he's just constantly chucking out attacks that he just consistently manages to throw out the right move at the right time to turn your face into said fuckhole. World Heroes Perfect is like the Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo of the World Hero games, so this shit is in fucking fast forward anyway. So his offense just becomes a blinding pain in the ass. It's the kind of boss that makes you want to give up, leave the game center, retreat to the vending machine, and acquire type 3 diabetes, just stuffing your face with candy bars, wallowing in pity. Gil from Street Fighter 3 The New Generation. No chill Gil. Jesus Christ, his attacks do a shitload of damage. He can aim projectiles up, and that fucking overhead kick, and of course, goddamn resurrection. Mostly Naked Jesus is a monster in his original form, the usual combination of high damage and deceptive moves. That same projectile I mentioned earlier is still here, but it feels like they made him easier in the later versions. A coward's move. What's the point of all this fighting if it doesn't lead to the biggest challenge, right? Like, I'm a masochist, I want to get my fucking ass kicked, come on. Unlimited Ragnar from Blazblue, Calamity Trigger. Holy fucking hell. Oh, fuck this fight. Oh my god. For every fucking hit he lands, he gets health. For every hit he lands, he gets health back. Do you know what that's like? Carnage Scissors does damn near all your health and has the fuckiest hitbox I've seen in a long time. It must be like a lamppost because he keeps catching me while I was fucking jumping over him. He's got another command grab super that just fucking kills you. Shit's unblockable too. Ragnagard is pure fucking aggression, man. Like, it's absurd how unga bunga this fucking lunatic is. Good fucking riddance. I ain't sad about the ending of the fourth game now. Good fucking riddance. Fuck you. As a note on this one, the latter half of the footage had this weird glitch on OBS where it froze after the 40-minute mark, so I have no footage of the win. I just paused recording for a bit, I had to go and grab some mail, and it locked itself onto that point. I'm not fucking fighting him again, so here's an MS Paint recreation of my win. Just watch you get him. Bang by who from Breaker's Revenge. Oh Jesus, this guy's unga bunga as fuck. Charge in, fuck you in the ass. At times he'll even use his fucking ponytail to do so. For some reason, I find this stranger than the time I beat the fuck out of an ox. Anyway, his main deal is that he will rush down and stay in your face. He will fire projectiles right in the face. And with the speed of him, it's fucking effective. Other than this, not really much to say about him. Nice stash, nonce. Archetype Earth from Melty Blood Actress again. This is the kind of fight that creates abandoned children. Your dad is just locked into this shit so much that he doesn't have any time to spend with you anymore. Nah. He's got his fucking waifu who's beating the shit out of him to spend his time with, and after that, he goes out to get cigarettes. He never comes back because he smoked every single fucking one in the shop, and it killed him because the stress of this fight was too fucking much for him. This is pre-Archetype Earth getting her own sprite, so I find myself getting my ass kicked by my own main. Never a pleasant experience. It feels embarrassing when the AI is playing so much fucking better than I can play. Blinding speed, a personal requirement that you get some fucking airtime, and a constantly refilling super bar. This makes up for every other French bed entry on this list. I apologize. I'll never call your bosses weak again. Please, French bread senpais, don't fucking notice me. Don't fucking do it. As long as you never put me through this kind of experience in whatever you make next, we are cool. You are so cool if you never do this to me again. Please have fucking mercy on my soul, on my body, on my brain. Fucking don't do this to me again. This hurt me. Gao from Samurai Shodown 5. First round, easy. Second round, oh god. His rage meter builds with like 5 attacks, and then he goes all out uber bastard. You can't damage him, all you can do is dodge with near impeccable timing. He will fuck you up. Worst thing is he can use his super install twice in one round. Alternatively, it can carry over to the next round, so no matter what, you will lose a round. Even worse, the rage meter goes up with every bit of damage you inflict. So you're the one putting yourself in this situation. You are the one who's giving him this fucking install that's gonna kill you. You can see the fear in my gameplay. Outside of this absurd super power up, he's got insane reach with his long ass pike, so the only safe method is to get right up close to him. But then in doing that, you're right in front of him for when he powers up. This is a rough one. This is really rough. And one final thing, this isn't gonna be the last time we see him. Dio from World Heroes 2. Jesus Christ, what a bastard. Dio is fast, and he hits like a fucking truck. That absurd backflip kick can catch you in pretty much any situation. His grab can take off half health in a split second, and he has this weird dive attack where he turns into an icicle. His biggest asset is his speed. Most of his attacks propel him across the screen, especially his low strike. This is a real John Jones knee shredder. He has a secondary grab, I'm not sure which is the command grab, but anyway, either way, it caused an explosion, which sort of bugs me. This Dio kinda has an ice thing going for him, so why the fiery explosion? Fucking bizarre. Mr. Big from Art of Fighting 2. Mr. Big is pretty tough for a bitch boy. His ability to block fucking everything is frankly the most infuriating bit about this fight. He's also got this goddamn dive attack, which for some reason gets me every time. It's like I'm just caught in pure fear of this bold, gravity-defying cunt screaming towards me. Luckily, this is also the move that is the easiest to catch him in. You can either kick him mid-air or leap over and catch him during his recovery. Strangely, his biggest asset is his little chair legs he carries around. The poking distance is fucking stupid. Truth be told, this whole game is tough as shit. Everyone is in full final boss mode. Unlimited 9 from Blazblue Central Fiction. I kinda hate these unlimited character fights. It's just a mess of random shit happening until you die or figure out some way to steal a win. Which is exactly what I did. I love Noelle's drive move, it's the reason I use her for these Blazblue fights. I just keep spamming it until I win. I'm not a proud man. With 9, distance is her game, and holy fuck does she excel. There's so much crap going on the screen, I don't even know where to start. She's got these golden fists that can hit you 3 times while you're on the floor, the mandatory mega beam, the knives that hit you from all sides. It's suffocating as her onslaught continues. There's this weird grass she summons. She's got an Eiger's reflector that electrocutes you. She can teleport over and hit a goddamn distortion finish. I ended up doing this fight when I was drunk, so I guess Drunken Master wins again. This chick also fucked a cat, by the way. Akuma from Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo. 30 years ago, he appeared. From the deepest, darkest pixels, he rose up to be a huge pain in the ass. God fucking damn it, fuck off Akuma. His goddamn Shoryuken does over half health, and he'll jump spam fireballs, and his orange ones are quicker than yours. You ginger cunt, let me try get one in. This is Street Fighter's first super boss, and man, he's a fucking prelude to the horseshit that will follow. This is the Akuma equivalent of uncut cocaine. Pure, unadulterated fuckery. Omega Rugal from King of Fighters 95. Oh wow, fuck Saishu. Yo, Kyo, fuck your dad. He's a fucking dick, making my life harder. The first phase of this fight is just taking on Saishu, which has now given me an eternal hatred of the man. He has the smile of a man who's been caught filming in the women's toilet, and isn't sorry about it in the slightest. Rugal himself is... well, he's Rugal, he's just the fucking worst. This time he doesn't have the sweet exploit, but thanks to 95 being less of a jank game, the fight's a little easier. But it's still not an easy fight. He's still the mega bastard of King of Fighters. He'll kill your wife and child before killing you, and then create a diss track just to rub that shit in your face. Good news is you can kind of bait genocide cutters out of him, and steal a quick hit, but most of the time, he just fucks you. Don't jump at him. Don't fucking jump at him. You have been warned. What happens? You get fucked. He genocide cutters you. You fucking eat shit. Your reward for defeating him is him calling you a jerk. Fits. Akuma from X-Men Children of the Atom. Bruh, this fucker's tough. It's basically just Akuma from Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo dropped into this game, and he's keeping that damage scaling. Oh, don't you worry about that. I suck at this game as well, so that's probably not helping. Even his supers do absurd chip damage. I don't know if it was main glitching, but man, he was also throwing invisible Hadoukens at some points. This did not help. Speaking of help, I keep hearing loud, raging demon-like knocking at my door. Someone please call the police. No? Feds? Interpol maybe? Interpol will do. Please help. Unlimited Izanami. Blazblue Central Fiction. I now know what this purple ribcage thing is. I understand what it is, and I know to fear it. Like a weird pain in your nuts or the beginnings of male pattern baldness. Like 9, she's unrelenting with the amount of bollocks that's constantly being thrown at you from all areas of the stage. She has a command grab, she can pause time, but the worst thing by far is that fucking ribcage. It's armor that can only be taken out by drive moves. You know how hard it is to hit that bitch, let alone hit a drive move on her? It's fucking hard. I think I got really lucky here, because a couple of randomly thrown drive moves managed to make it through amongst all the chaos of everything going on screen. When she's open, I just spammed the most basic of Ragnar rushdown shit, and followed it up with a Hail Mary distortion finish. Demon Gao from Samurai Shodown 6. Seems SNK decided regular Gao wasn't a big enough pain in the ass. This time you get an easy round with regular Gao before Demon Gao shows up. Big difference between this and the fella lower down the list is he now identifies as another race and his super is no longer a fucking install. Instead, it just flies across the screen and hits you with the force of a truck. You think that'd be his biggest asset, but no! It's actually his goddamn flame attack. This shit is fucking absurd. It takes up a good quarter of the screen before doubling back on itself. It'll rip your life and pride to shreds in a split second. He ain't playing around. This is one of the fights I think I just got real lucky. A couple of randomly thrown projectiles managed to snatch away the last of his life. Keeping your distance is a good shout, but he's not going to make it easy for you. Onaga from Mortal Kombat Deception. What the fuck was Kid me on to absolutely fuck this guy up? Like, I kicked his ass on arcade mode with every character, and I don't know how I did it. Because Onaga, the motherfucking Dragon King, is a bastard. Jesus. He stuck my head up my ass, pulled that fucker out, and then beat me over the head with it. Onaga can't be knocked down or grabbed. My spear was nullified because Ed Boon said so. My teleport was no longer safe on hit. I was reduced to just using the same two moves over and over again. The only two that seemed to land. All of my specials, downright useless. His grab takes off about 15% of health. It's heinous. It leaves a brief moment after hitting it where you can charge in, but he usually just starts blocking as soon as he hits the ground. He's also the only one capable of using the stage fatality. If he just decides, right, I'm just sick of fighting this guy, he can just knock you over there, you get impaled, and then he just goes home. Ed, however, was nice enough to supply us with a neat little mechanic. Look at these little jewels that are around the ring. They're called the Kami Dogo. See the Deception story mode for details. If you walk into one of these, it will break, and Obama will be stunned for a moment, and you can get a free hit. Sadly, I don't remember any combos for this game, so it was literally a free hit. Play it smart and conserve these, however, as they don't regenerate between rounds. And also, look again, the animation's back. Hell yeah, boys. Shin Akuma from Street Fighter 3 Second Impact. The first part of this fight is just regular Akuma. Basic bitch store-bought Akuma. Following that, he huffs some fucking lighter fluid, and Jesus Christ! A monster glass cannon. If this guy had health like he is, I wouldn't have stood a fucking chance. Weird one to get to, too. Nice seeing him beat the fuck out of that little bitch Ken before the fight begins. Monster speed and monster damage. Ruthless little fucker. Speaking of Lil, I believe he may have just squeezed his way through my cat flap. Carlos from the Fallen Angels. Man, fuck Carlos. Look at this asshole. On his windscreen, he's pulling a blue steel. Blue steel. Upon entering this fight, I was infuriated. This guy was not only better dressed than me, but also had a slightly better haircut. This man has naturally chosen to use a katana like a true Latino, and is fucking lethal with it. His super, Sayonara, can obliterate a good 70% of your health in one swift strike. This guy is all about sweeping strikes. The mid-zone is his bed and breakfast. Unfortunately, I ended up picking this character. His name is cool. That's why I picked him. And I later realized he's a charge character, so I defaulted to the least respectful tactic. Jump kick, low kick, and then he kicked my ass anyway. So without my precious projectile spam, I was forced to, I found a new stupid way to do it. It works sometimes. I mean, a group of monkeys can eventually write the entire works of Shakespeare, so my horse shit strategies will eventually work. Bison from Street Fighter the movie. High damage and blinding speed. This is both the worst and best Bison. He loves to stomp, it's how he gets his rocks off. Our only advantage against the horrific lifelike Juggernaut is how dumb his AI is. It's predictable, it loves to jump. Jumping weak punch or a Shoryuken is a good counter. Still, 3 moves will send you into stun so he can butt fuck you on the spot. Though it is an honor to be defeated by the great Raul Julia. Beatrice from the Rumblefish 2. Holy fucking hell, what'd I do, woman? What did I do? I must have upset this chick because she was fucking furious. She just kept chucking this green shit and gobbling up like quarter of my health. You know who this reminded me of? That chick from the Akatsuki Blitzkampf sequel. One of the only fights where I had a dead set strategy that I stuck to. Except in this one, the strategy wasn't working and she was eating me alive. This chick is the queen of long range. She can keep you at bay with this ridiculous green projectile. It goes across and up, so it's a total bastard to try and jump over it. What makes it worse? If you make your way over there, she can damn near TOD you with a single combo. And she usually hits that shit as a punish. But the only way I can damage her is by hitting her and... Oh god. Oh god, look lady, please be nicer to me next time, okay? Uranus the Uranus the Chimera, Bloody Roar 3. This is the second time I fought someone called Uranus? How does this happen? This one is definitely the worst of the two. After the first round massacre I had, a single thought. Now, this is a fucking boss fight. This Chimera comes charging in, full true ogre ass looking form, and it's a goddamn 21 hit combo that mutilates your health. If she's in beast mode, I wouldn't even bother trying to attack. Just stay on the defensive, because you don't stand a goddamn chance against her outside of grapples. Even in her human form, she's got a fantastically bullshit mix-up combo that ends up with a total of 10 hits, which you can then follow up with the same 3-hit combo over and over again. For the first time on this list, my strategy was to time her out. You know things are desperate when I'm forced into the dirtiest of strategies, but I've said it before and I'll say it again. I'm a man without honor. BM from Fighting Vipers. Jesus Christ, who the fuck was that guy? Goddamn bowel movement kicked the crap out of me. When I saw him, I laughed. This ridiculous looking snake dude looks like one of Gotham's low-ranked goons and proceeds to evaporate my fucking chances of having an easy time on this list. This asshole Shadow Realm me with blinding speed and brutal efficiency. He defaults to a single combo. This juggle can push you up against the wall, which he'll immediately follow up with a high damaging grapple. Only way I figured to beat him is to get some distance and hit him as he charges in. He and every other AI in this game have a habit of throwing running attacks too early. Hit him with a Megaton Punch, rinse and repeat. Kuroko from Samurai Shodown 2. Now, I could hate this guy. I lost to him 41 times in a row. I could hate him. But he was really polite. He was even waiting until I was out of stun to attack me at points. The grab is really the thing that fucked me here. He can pull that shit off as soon as he lands. His cross-ups aren't really cross-ups. They are fuck-you-ups. Because you just can't do shit about him. Basic combo is high fucking damage, even for Sam Show. And those goddamn projectiles. Fuck, he's an all-around monster. A true short king. His super is this odd anti-air. It's Tung Fu Ruse, but less mobile and better. I'm fairly certain he's reading my inputs as well, but he's a nice guy, so it's cool. You wanna grab a beer after this, dude? Add me on Discord, we'll chill. Genitz from King of Fighters 15. This fight was so tough I had to enlist a former opponent to help out. Fucking Rugal was recruited to help me put down this evil priest. Genitz is a fucking monster. He will fuck your face. Ridiculous speed, high damage combos that can drain over 50% of your health, a super that will annihilate you in a split second. This more than makes up for the whole Boss Rugal fiasco in this game. His weakness is that you can catch him while jumping. Genocide Cutter, Isla's DP, and Shermie's mid-air grab are perfect for this, but the timing of them, it's not easy. Still, fucking hell. I eventually won this by getting really spammy with Shermie, Neckbeard's aggression playing against him for that one, and abusing Rugal's super. Like, I had to use Rugal's super to beat this guy. Jesus fucking Christ. Order Soul from Guilty Gear XX Accent Core Plus. Holy fuck, that was intense. You beat Ino and she decides you need to become Soul's bottom. This motherfucker is a fucking cannon, blasting at you at high speeds, sending you flying into the air, making you stay up there for a good long ass combo that wipes out most of your health. Shit, he's easy to hit in his Unga Bunga dashes, but it doesn't make a difference when he's constantly slipping into his dragon install, slowly restoring his health, and he does this multiple times per round. It's like fighting someone with 6 life bars. So, I had to take my most unhinged tactic yet. I decided to try and insta-kill him twice. Yeah, it took a few tries, but oh my god. I have never had a harder erection than when I pulled that off. It was throbbing. It was throbbing. The blood was pulsing. 2 insta-kill hits in a row. Oh shit. His Unga Bunga finally played against him. I took that satisfying win. Need a cigarette after this one. King Lion from NeoGeo Battle Coliseum. That was fun. This is another rushdown, beat the fuck out each other adrenaline fest. He charges at you, now with a far better design, and just starts trading fists. Funny thing is that his super is the only real anti-zoning move he has. To the point he caught me off guard when it first showed up. He boils down to a 4-hit combo at max, and he will use it to pulverize your health with minimal effort. He has a running punch that just fucking flips you, and he will spam that shit. Honestly, there's not much to say about him. He's my favorite of the NeoGeo Battle Coliseum bosses. Unlike the fucking rest, he's actually a fun fight. Points to you, King. End of Deathbringer from Battle Fantasia. Right. This boss proves one thing and one thing alone. Sometimes it's purely down to character choice. Because I started this off playing as this little fucker with a chainsaw, only reason I picked him. But as soon as I switched over to this perverted looking gen, it was a fucking cakewalk. Just this dash attack passing back and forth constantly. It was cathartic after the ass whipping I received as little chainsaw boy. So Deathbringer is constantly in heat, which is the super mode of this game, and he can only be damaged by heat moves. This is our first big obstacle because you need to earn your bar, and then do as much damage in those few seconds, all while dodging all his fucking bullshit that's creaming its way across the screen. Much easier said than done. The little fucker was particularly useless in this because his heat move gives him a dragon, whose assists are tied to the same inputs for most of his specials, meaning whenever I tried to do a DP or use a super, I'd end up having to send the dragon out first to actually do my fucking DPs and my fucking supers. This was the main thing fucking me because sending out the dragon leaves me briefly open. Usually I'd be met by his horsey attack. Not gonna lie, I kinda wanna send a pipe bomb to Arxis for this one, cause it hurt me at a fucking spiritual level playing this fucking game. Akuma from Street Fighter Alpha. Ah, the infamous Street Fighter Alpha Akuma, fucker upper of your shit. I got an ass kicking. Akuma being Akuma, charge in, beat me to shit, fucked off. Still haven't been Raging Demoned at this point, which is getting very bizarre. Akuma is a man without mercy. He's aggression incarnate. He sounds like he's going through my snacks. What the fuck is he doing? I also like the fact that I could immediately skip to this fight. Shame it's a one and done deal. Shin Akuma from Tekken 7. Great. My stalker is back. Shin Akuma is some cheap shit, which, while fitting, remains fucking annoying. He loves to spam his fireballs, but you can just sidestep those fuckers. He tends to throw 3 orange ones in a row. I recommend following up with the Devil Beam, something I'm going to be abusing like a motherfucker. He's got the usual Akuma dash and teleport. His favorite combo is leaving for a high kick, which is then immediately followed by a mid or a low. Mid kept catching me. Now for the bullshit. He will parry fucking everything. Fucking everything. Your only hope is to get an armor attack, and hope to God he isn't using one, or to get very lucky. His health has a very slow regen, but it's still there. And finally, Raging Demon. In the Capcom list, I managed to never get hit by Akuma with a Raging Demon. I've now received my comeuppance for this. This may be the worst one because it's a fucking insta-kill. No matter when it hits, you will die. I had a damn near full health bar, and Jingi cunt took me out without a second thought. And of course, when you get him down to his last few hits, guess what happens? He Raging Demons you! The only way to stop him is to use your Rage Drive, smash R1, but fuck me if the game tells you to do that. It's basically just, I hope you figure this out in the next 3 seconds or else you're gonna fucking die! I thought you were cool, Harada. Johan from Rage of the Dragons. Fucking Christ! The fuck was that? Who the fuck was that guy? He button reads like old Mortal Kombat games. That fucking horseshit grab, Jesus Christ. What a prick. Fucking Christ, who the fuck was that? That came out of nowhere. The rest of this game is piss easy until you get to this redhead nightmare. His main special that he spams is this stationary burn knuckle looking thing that fires you back. He's got this bizarre grab where his spine moves on this strange pivot. But yeah, here I am, still baffled by his mere presence more than anything. Who the fuck is Johan? Who are you? Where did you go after this? Why were you just out of nowhere? Why were you just out of nowhere a fucking nightmare? Why are you so tough? Who let you be this way? Fucking Brazilians, man, holy shit. Lucifer from Ragnagard. Huh, another visit to hell. How strange. He's the devil, so it kind of figures he'd be pretty tough. Honestly, his biggest weapon is this orange projectile. It does so much damage on block, and if it hits, most of your health is just fucking gone. He's certainly got some speed to him, but 95% of it is that fucking projectile. There's a boss that's worse for projectiles, we'll get there, but the thing that bugs me most about this fight is that fucking design. Fair enough on the angel wings, but what the fuck am I looking at? The characters in this game all look fucking weird, but Lucifer, Jesus, what the fuck is this shit? Paris Leisure, from Sugoi Arcana Hearts 2. Holy fucking shit, why is this bitch so tough? Legit looks like a doctor from a porno, but she is brutal. This is what happens when someone doesn't have a toolkit. They have the whole fucking toolbox. She has explosive projectiles, spinning projectiles, floor projectiles, a seemingly infinite super bar, and every single one of these things can combo into one another. She can fire you to the top of the screen with a super, where you get hit by another off-screen super, get hit by yet another one on the way down, and while you're on the floor, you get hit with another. Most of her shit takes off a good quarter or more health. Some of her supers eat half of your life bar. This weird rock-dropping one keeps throwing me off too. I feel like I need a full 10-page essay to explain how horrifically bullshit this fight is. She can phase through attacks from being down, no Okies for you, and to top it off, her health regenerates. Not fast, but also not slow. She can also put herself into some kind of crystal cocoon to get her entire life bar back. Oh, and then there's poison attacks. And then there's the one that reverses your buttons. It's like a child designed a boss and just kept adding shit to it as they felt like it. Nothing to balance it out. And when they hit their 20s, they've got this fucking boss. I really don't know how the fuck I pulled this off. Fuck you, porno nurse. I'm happy you never fucking showed up again. Stay away from me and my children. I don't have children, but if I did, I'd want you fucking away from them. Mizuguchi from NeoGeo Battle Coliseum. Christ almighty. Oh, fuck this guy. Fuck Mizuguchi. Fuck you, dude. Get the fuck out of here. Why is the Orochi clone tougher than the actual Orochi? He's like Genix with constant lightning attacks covering the screen, and he can just keep you in place using it. He's got a fucking pushback projectile that keeps you away from him. Zoning is his game, and he's very good at it, but he's also a fucking cunt about it. I fucking hate this. This was the most frustrating fight of NeoGeo Battle Coliseum. I fucking despise Mizuguchi. Fuck him. Never want to see him again. I hope today he's having an awful fucking day. I hope he went for his shit and he got splashback. He's a way better version of Orochi. But at least Orochi was fine to fight. This is fucking horseshit. It is a fucking disaster. This is a fight that really fucking pissed me off. It is a bullshit fight. It is one of the most bullshit fights on the whole goddamn list. Fuck you, Mizuguchi. Fuck you. Fuck your stupid hair. Fuck your shoes. Fuck your stupid tattoos. Fuck everything about you. Eat shit.
In the bowels of hell they rest, bubbling with hate and malice. The bowels scream and ache as the beasts attempt to force their way out. Soon they will descend into the pants of the enemy and spread themselves into the underpants of... Who the fuck wrote this?
Read the lines.
Who the fuck wrote this? They need castrating.
Steve, read the lines.
I'm a fucking actor, goddammit. I've done Shakespeare and you're trying to... Into the underpants of fate. What is this garbage?
Steve, I have written Oscar-worthy material and you will read it.
I'm gonna fucking...
Shang Tsung from Mortal Kombat. Jesus, Shang! I had forgotten your skill. Shang is perhaps the best kind of combination boss. Bosses that have different fighters' movesets. Shang feels like a true test of your skill in the game. He'll change depending on the circumstance. If you throw a projectile, he'll do Sub-Zero slide. If you throw a flying kick, he'll turn into Raiden and immediately hit the Superman. As himself, he's got these fucking horrific fireballs that can juggle and rip away a silly amount of health. Ironically, he's at his easiest when he's Goro, the guy you've just spent an ungodly amount of time fighting. Best strategy is to just try and hit him when he's back to old dirty Shang. Honestly, fucking Raiden is the biggest pain. He was struggling in the regular arcade fight, but here he's a fucking install super. Fuck off back to talking to the Elder Gods, you cunt. Garuda from Street Fighter EX Plus Alpha. He's a fucking Beyblade with an Azuna drop! Garuda is the spin king. He just keeps going like a fucking dreidel, a fucking Catherine wheel of destruction. Speed and high damage is the game. He's got an anti-Shoryuken spike DP, and his super, if it hits in full, will murder 80% of your health. Peak is this weird attack where he flips towards you and jabs you right in the top of the fucking head. That is brutal. He eats supers like it's nothing. They are a pittance to him. We salute you, you tank of a man Garuda. Shame they made you into a basic bitch in the sequels. Megaki from King of Fighters 11. Fuck this guy. Fuck this fucking guy. My most hated boss on this fucking list. Whole goddamn thing. All 380 plus of them. Fuck Megaki. Megaki is such a pain in the ass. He is a projectile spamming piece of shit. I don't like him. I fucking hate him. And right before this is a really dope fight with Xion. I liked Xion. Confused the shit out of my dick. But this isn't the first time that's happened in fighting games. Megaki just made my dick mad. It made it so angry it got hard. His projectile came in many forms, hitting from all directions. There's the fucking invisible ones, there's fucking ones coming from underneath, there was ones coming from behind you. He turned King of Fighters into a bullet hell, and it wasn't a fun one. Seriously, look at this. Look at it. That's damn near every direction covered. And guess what King of Fighter 11 has? Guard break! So you can't even stand there and weather the storm and wait for your moment. You have to face off with him. You have to get closer. You've got to move. You've got to dodge. But there's so much shit coming at you, you can't fucking do that. He's got an attack to blast you back across the fucking screen. So all the progress you made can easily be erased just by one fucking move. And he'll use it every time you get close to him. Or dodge. He could just hit you out of dodges with it. This is the definition of an asshole boss. Fuck Megaki. I'm racist against pink people now. Get the fuck out of here. Happy you never came back. There was rumors about King of Fighters 13 about this guy coming back. Fucking happy he didn't. Jesus Christ. Lucifella from Far East of Eden Kabuki Clash. Holy shit, this thing is so dope. Never even heard of this game, know nothing about it. Couldn't even do the special moves through the entire of arcade mode. I wasn't expecting a fucking dragon at the end. A devil dragon. This thing is so fucking cool. And it kicked my ass so bad. It has 4 attacks. Flaming ground pound, regular ground pound, jump teleport thing, and grab. These 4 attacks, each designed with as much evil disdain for the player as possible. They are satanic, and they can ruin your life bar and your willpower in as little time as it takes for me to get rejected by a woman. fucked me up just as bad too. Veronica, call me back soon. Specials, he just tends to block unless you catch him at the very perfect moment, which doesn't happen often. I found the best strategy is to hold your ground until he jumps, quickly dash underneath him and get a few quick hits before backing away again. Stay on the defensive and flee as often as you can. Oh shit, and when he dies, it's so fucking cool too. My man got fucking raptured. Idol from Killer Instinct. Holy shit. This cheeky fucker. He regenerates his health by stomping on the ground. And he has the fucking gall to do it in the break between rounds. This guy can perfect you doing this, just to be a prick. Idol is this strange Minotaur-esque creature with 2 heads, because Killer Instinct. Now I know KI loves its combos, but holy shit, this guy can mash your health down to nothing in a split second. And as per usual, I have no idea what the fuck I'm doing, so I get anally perforated by this jewel-headed asshole. Eventually it came down to a lucky combination of sweeps and uppercuts. Do not throw projectiles at him, he doesn't care for them, and will usually just ignore them. He can jug out 3 himself because, again, he's a cheeky asshole. This mad dash forward also murks your fucking health down to nothing. Idol is indeed a cheeky fucker. But goddamn, what a fight. God Rugal from Capcom vs SNK 2. God Rugal, huh? The name fits. He's quick, stupid high damage, and fucking unrelenting. He's got a raging demon. Rugal has a raging demon. I finally got raging demon and it wasn't even Akuma. Suck shit, Jingi. Makes sense that the big R is so far up on this list. He's fucking Rugal. This man lives to make my life suck. For some godforsaken reason, I decided to play this on ratio mode. Most of his attacks do a quarter of your health, and that's just basic shit, that's his normals. Any specials or supers can damn near eat all of it. This shit is fucking absurd. For some reason, he doesn't seem to do well against Tatsus, that's about it. He'll eat like 40% of them. So, even in another company, he still has a weird ass mundane weakness. The fuck, bro? Rugal from King of Fighters 94. Oh my god, I forgot how bad this was. He's the OG of SNK bosses. The original Rugal lives up to his reputation. He's unfair. Simply put, he is. His attacks destroy your health. Most genocide cutters will take half health. Just gone. Even on block, he does chunks of damage, not chips, he does chunks. He's the usual Rugal deal. He's the originator. You do not jump at him. You do not try and approach him. You do not trade projectiles. There is, however, a way. An infamous way to take him out. Sweeping. He's infamous for the fact you can just keep kicking his legs out from underneath him. Does it always work? Fuck no! Fuck no, it doesn't! But I've beaten him in a single try before doing that. And it was better than sex. But I must admit, this Rugal is cursed. For every time I defeat him, something horrible happens. The first time I beat him, I got the most ill I've ever been in my life. Might have been pneumonia, I don't fucking know. The next time I did it, I got COVID. Third time I did it, he killed my mum's dog. And this final time, he not only corrupted the footage of his defeat, He also killed my fat PS2. Rest in peace, darling. Well, who will be his next victim? Or what? Ignis from King of Fighters 2001. Oh my Jesus Christ. The defeats came fast and furious here, and there was no family to save me. Sorry, Vin Diesel, you let me down. Ignis is fucking absurd, best way to put it. He's constantly chucking supers out. One in particular will just kill you, and he takes his time with it. He throws out like 5 separate attacks, one after another as part of the super, before he finally puts you down. My best advice is to just take one character in, a singular character. King of Fighters 2001 lets you pick between having 1 to 4 characters playable, acting as strikers. The less playable characters you have, the more health and damage you do. So I advise you just take your best character in, weather the storm, and kick his fucking ass. It really doesn't help much, but it can help you slowly chip down his health. The thing is, it's not just his supers that are the problems. He's got projectile pokes out of the ground, a fucking whip attack that goes full screen, and a whip DP that does the same shit. He can combo those 2 fuckers together as well. Iori's super proved to be very effective against him. He ducks under projectiles and piles on the hits before throwing his ass across the screen. After over an hour of fighting, I finally put him down. On a side note, why are we fighting in a space graveyard? Like, it's not the weirdest stage, but it doesn't really make much sense. You know? Very odd. Omega Rugal from King of Fighters 2002 Unlimited match. Dear fucking God! The King of Bastards is back and he's fucking pissed at you jerks. This Rugal is a blistering onslaught of hate. He charges at you, teeth grinding with pure disgust at your existence, and he beats the ever-loving shit out of you. This is the most aggressive Rugal on the list. He throws everything at you, reacting with pinpoint accuracy to your every move. And this is a one and only, one try, one tie, one take, blah 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 blah. And this is a one try only boss. If I wasn't using safe states, I'd never have a shot of beating him. I tried baiting out genocide cutters, didn't work. Sweeping him, didn't work. Instead, it became a game of timing him out. And it worked. Kind of. I got a draw. And I was almost willing to accept it. I played probably my best round ever with Terry, and I got a draw. Could I accept mediocrity and move on? No. No, I need to finish this fight. So after a few more tries and a stupid amount of luck, I took the win without losing anyone. I timed him out, yeah, but you take the wins where you can get them. As with life, sometimes the narrowest victories are the best. Shao Kahn from Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3. Daddy Kahn, no. Holy hell, Aiza wasn't kidding. He wasn't kidding. After a fairly easy defeat of Shao and MK2, I was kind of expecting the same again, you know? I beat him as a kid. Should be easy as an adult. Nope. Shao Kahn now plays like me. Lots of special move spam. And each of the special moves does a cataclysmic degree of damage. He's got his regular charge, his upwards charge, and he spits apple gum at you, which somehow does some damage. He can't be knocked down, he can't be stunned, he's Shao fucking Kahn. He'll stop to taunt, sure, but he'll do it when you're actually in a disadvantageous position, instead of whenever the fuck he feels like it. And these taunts hurt me. Yes, I do suck, I know. Now please, stop ramming me into the corner. best strategy I came up with is a mix of my usual 2 lanes of bullshit, projectile spam and jump kicking. But he also has the perfect counter for both of these in his moveset. And this is all ignoring the big punch, which I think might be a normal, but shit, it still blasts you to the Shadow Realm, and as you're recovering, he's already bearing down on you. No lube. No lube, brothers! Nonetheless, with perseverance, a lot of perseverance, you can whittle him down. Slowly you can conquer this asshole and send him back to whence he came. Which I assume is some kind of BDSM club. Really, he owns the entire of Outworld. He's an emperor. Why does he choose to dress like this? Leopoldin from Guilty Gear Asuka. Every list, we had a who the fuck was that guy? And a what the fuck was that? This is a 2-in-1. I've never gotten this far in Asuka, so I'd never encountered this cunty canine, but Jesus fuck, man. It is a bastard. This is the pitbull of fighting games, and it's gonna eat your fucking kids. You see those fat red projectile things? There's 2 versions. One that attacks head on, and another that splits into 2 and covers the ground and the air. There's also a super variant for monster damage. This motherfucker has a tendency to fire off its super, which you can either crouch and block, or attempt to double jump over, which I don't recommend, and then immediately followed it up with a special. It's a constant, ongoing bam, 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 and then it throws out its door attacks at the same time. There's a whole fucking health bar gone, and on chip, it's a little over half. Furthermore, the only part you can hit on it to actually cause some damage is the dog on top. So it's leap in the air and strike, or do no fucking damage. This combined with Azuka's weird ass controls, where I must press R1 to change the position I'm facing, and you've got yourself a fucked up meatball of a homunculus as a boss. Oh my god. My biggest question about this one? Why did they also give it abs? What a strange choice. Why'd you do that? That's fucking weird, guys. Shin Akuma from Street Fighter Alpha 2. Jesus fucking Christ, what a monster! Akuma in his purest form. He charges in and fucks you. Double jumping fireballs. Supers that take off 80% of your health. It feels like the AI is angry, a hateful computer, frothing at the mouth, built only to despise the human race. It is am from I have no mouth and I must scream, but put into the form of an angry ginger Japanese man. Mercy is a foreign concept to him. I couldn't figure out a decent strategy. I just got really fucking lucky. There was nothing else I could do. I just got lucky, and I caught him a few times in a row. That's it. I don't think I've ever been perfected so quickly and consistently. This is the Akuma people think of when they think of a monster. When they think of the toughest super boss, this is the one that they think of. I am now convinced that there is no god, but there is certainly a devil. Geese Howard from Art of Fighting 2. If I'm being honest, when I started this, I knew who was going to be at the top of the SNK list. and I'd never fought him until the fight you're seeing on screen. I'd never reached him before. I tried, but Art of Fighting 2 is the toughest fighting game I've ever played, and I will always stand by that opinion. But using save states, I was able to reach this point. I was finally able to claw my... Well, I took the elevator to the top of Geese Tower, okay? And face down with the mulleted maniac. And he beat the fuck out of me. 93 losses? 93? And this fight took me about 2 hours. Most of the bosses just below this one took me longer than that. So why did this fight take less time? Because he kept killing me so quickly. I'd estimate most fights lasted about 20 seconds. He comes in and he just wails on you until you're dead. I've said that for a lot of bosses, but fucking look at this. Every single one of his moves rips your health bar to pieces, and he does it with such devastating certainty. He knows what he's gonna do. He knows he's him. He knows he's the one. He's the chosen one of ripping your asshole in two and fucking penetrating you either way. It's just a matter of him deciding when. I did find a way to play this against him. If you let him get you in a corner, he'll keep throwing out his weird DP. You can use this to steal hits. Eventually he'll figure you out and use his sliding attack to blast your defenses away, or sometimes just fucking kill you. So you need to run, get some distance, and get fucking killed again. Okay, let's try this again. Block the TPs, escape the corner, and... got him! With 3 seconds left and a mere flicker of health remaining, I finally put him down for the count. This is the most difficult boss I've ever fought in any game. Nothing else, fighting game or other genre, has compared to just how brutal this fight can be. Christ almighty. Jesus Christ. The general from Kaiser Knuckle. Holy fucking shit. He lives up to the rep. He lives up to the rep. The general. My god, the general. I don't know what country he's general of, but they're fucking sorted, mate. They've got nothing to worry about. This king of the YMCA is an absolute cunt. And that is a respectful cunt. Just look at some of the gameplay on screen. He takes no prisoners of war. None. He executes them on the spot with his bare hands. His green thing, it fires 5 different versions of himself across the screen, each in a different direction, leaving you with the tiniest of gaps to try and jump through. Sometimes he will just jank grab you. That's all I can describe it as. You can be miles away from him and suddenly he's got you by the throat. The damage scaling is actually okay. But with how much he can fire off at once, it'll make a fucking difference if it's fair. He likes to shoot one of his projectiles and follow it up with a sliding attack. On a side note, I have been begging my girlfriend to do this move to me for months. Actually winning this fight was like scaling a mountain in ice skates. You'll have noticed that I ended up switching character. I rarely do this, but this situation was where I had to. Years back, a player discovered an exploit using the character Wu Long. His DP confuses the general for a split second, letting you sweep him as you land. The thing is, the positioning is so fucking exact that I barely managed to pull it off once, let alone a bunch of times in a row. But I kept managing to catch him with other attacks, other DPs. It was desperate. Desperate is the definition of this fight. Because Jesus, it felt like going one-on-one with the new greatest boxer of all time, Jake Paul. I'm gonna go and eat some soap to clear that one out. Fuck. Either way, I slowly got him down and it was one hit each. One hit would kill me, one hit would kill him. And he jumped. I got him. Not gonna lie, I don't pop off often, but I fucking popped off. Holy crap. What a beast. Our new #1. And that's that. I'll make it clear, as angry as I sounded throughout most of this video, I fucking love fighting games. They piss me off a lot, as do most things we love. There's nothing more satisfying than beating a really tough boss. Like, you can just sit back and breathe a sigh of release. It's like this for a lot of games, but with fighting games I find in particular. These games are so tough because unlike something like Dark Souls, which is notorious for having tough bosses, like all the FromSoft games, you don't get upgrades. You don't get heals. You don't get anything to help you. You beat these other 9 guys, now fight this guy, he can kill you in 3 hits, and he's way better than you. You did the same with those 9, you should be able to do it with this, shouldn't you? That is what it's like. And it's great for it, I fucking love that shit. If I didn't, then I wouldn't have been able to make this whole fucking list. 383, Jesus Christ. I did try my best to hit 400, but it got to a point where I was looking for EX Arcadia ports, and that's not going to happen. I can't afford an EX Arcadia machine. Those things are very expensive. Now, this list has covered basically the entire history of fighting games. To the point I think I might have the most put together list of fighting games out there. I might put the Google Doc in the description, just so you guys can see the amount of shit I've been through. Following this video, it is still worth watching the other one, the top 30 toughest fighting game bosses. I went through the top 30 again, and I took all those guys on. There's a lot to it. It's probably got the best thing I've done on YouTube so far, that being the Johan song. Those who have seen the video know exactly what I'm talking about. Now, as for the future of the channel, the boss fights specifically, since I've covered that much, I'm going to have to wait a little while until enough games have come out for me to make another one. I've always said, gotta be at least 30. The boss fight cleanup video was an exception, that original video was the exception. From now on, it's gotta be at least 30 bosses in the list, and I've expended just about everything I know. Hunter x Hunter 10 packs or whatever the fuck it was called was not included, because that shit wasn't on sale. And it's apparently meant to be crap, so I'll include the next one, Virtua Fighter 6 in the next one, and so on. Now, this video took so long, it took a very long fucking time, to the point I think I released 4 other videos in the meanwhile, which means it took about 5 months because I ended up taking a month off. I lost my voice thrice in that period of time. I went to Japan in that period of time. Christmas was in that period of time, and I'm fucking lazy. Boss fight videos are the most difficult videos that I make, because you just have to sit there and play the fucking games, which sounds easy enough in concept, but once you spend about 2 hours on one boss, it gets to a point where it's like, I need to do something else in my evening, you know? I work full time and shit, and sometimes I finish work about 9 o'clock, so sometimes I don't have enough time in a month. This being said, I still want to make bigger videos every so often. So the plan from now on is, every month you'll be getting either a regular video where it's me talking about a specific game or talking about some weird shit that fighting games have done. Like the Days of Memories kind of shit. Where I do intend to cover the Alba playthrough at some point, God help me. I fucking hate doing those videos, but people seem to like them, so I'll keep doing them. Don't know how I feel about covering the women games though. I feel like it's easier with the guy games, you know, I can really go real crass and graphic with them. The girls, it's just kind of like, feels a bit creepy doing that. And then in between there'll be the occasional big video. There's a little preview. The girlfriend bought me the Street Fighter official cookbook a couple of Christmases ago. So I think we're going to have a look at that. There's also Street Fighter, the role-playing game, where I've recruited a few of the homies and we're going to sit down and give it a go. And that's going to be one of the big ones. Other than that, I will be talking about Art of Fighting 2 by itself at some point, because that game is the toughest fighting game out there. I don't care what anybody fucking says. Now, thank you very much for watching. This has been a long video, and if you've stuck through the entire thing, you are a champion. I don't usually say nice things to you guys, but I like you. I like you a lot. No homo. Ending videos is always a pain in the ass. I found this every time that I have done it. And though this outro has gone on for 5 minutes now, I am going to call it quits right here. Again, thank you very much for staying. What's up, Isaac? Rugal has a raging demon, and go out there and get your ass kicked.